and live on yours. We're good.
Let's see. So they're going live. Yay!
Yay! I think we got
All right,
it.
let's see. I don't. Oh, mine has a reminder on that. I wonder if it's because I didn't change it. Do you think I need to change it? Oh, it says now I'm live. Okay. Well, what? Oh,
I
it
don't
is
think
live.
so. I think it's gonna be good.
Oh shit! It is live. Yay!
Yay!
This is good. Okay. So,
Did you see a thing for mine?
um, let me see. Let me go check yours.
I'm looking now, but I don't see. Yeah, I think we are both good. Yeah.
Yay! Okay, so I'm gonna go post something to my Instagram saying that we're live. Since
Awesome.
since my ass always says like we're gonna go live and then something happens.
And so they're like, oh, we'll wait a little while.
Exactly, they're like, ah, she's never coming live.
It might be a few minutes.
Or there's a glitch or like, something
I
happens,
know.
right? It's like always something.
Here we are. We're no glitching at this moment. That was about it.
Yay! I know, knock
Yay.
on wood.
Knock on
Um,
wood.
hold my beer. I'm trying to figure out where the hell I am and how I got here. I'm like trying to find like the thumbnail that I created. Oh, we have some people. Hey
Do we?
guys, whoever
Yay.
is popping in.
Nice.
Who are you? Where are you from? And what sign are you? Hey, hey, hey. How are you doing?
We are good.
Almost said come join our life.
Our lice. So we have Kay Rodriguez. I think that's what that says.
Hey,
Hey.
Connecticut Virgo. How's it going? How was this new moon for you yesterday? Was it intense? Was it rough? Hey, Susie from Chicago. Let's see. We started early. Sorry, guys, I'm just posting on Instagram.
We did start early. Chicago Gemini. How's the weather there in Chicago? Is it still snowing? I know it was like a week or so ago.
Let's see. Hey,
Good.
going so well.
California. Another Gemini, Marcella. All the
Yeah,
gems. We're all here.
I know, right? Marcella, what part of California are you from? Hey, hello. Hi, Tiara.
Yeah. Leo. We have a Leo.
Oh, lovely Leo. Yes. All right, so we're starting to get some people in.
Happy
I'm
birthday. Oh,
really
it was
excited.
55 yesterday. Oh my, but that's not bad.
Happy
That's nice.
birthday. You are a beautiful Pisces. Happy, happy birthday.
She meant that it was 55 in Chicago yesterday.
Oh, I thought she said it was her birthday. I was like,
I,
oh,
I asked
birthday.
her, how's the weather? And she replied,
I
that's
know.
not bad. That's
Hey,
not
fellow
bad.
Gemini from the Philippines. Hello. And
Ooh.
it's SF. Oh my gosh, that is my hometown. I am a Bay Area girl. I love my Bay. So
She's from SoCal, Los Angeles.
that is awesome. I have a
Gemini.
baby in
Awesome. Ooh,
Phoenix
we got a
this year.
Pisces moon in here. How's it
Ooh.
going how's the Pisces new moon for a Pisces moon?
I just felt like Dr. Evil with his pinky up when he was drinking. Do you remember when he's like $1 million? Do you guys know what
Tia-
I'm talking about?
Tiara, is it Tiara? Yes, Tiara. It is 87 in Phoenix. I'm in Phoenix. Are you in Phoenix too?
Oh,
Yeah. It's supposed to get a little cooler tomorrow. Hopefully. We know the heat's coming,
oh,
right?
that's good.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So I'm really excited. How about you? About
Yeah.
this new moon reading. I was telling Julian, I'm like, I am
Yeah.
so pumped and I'm excited because I feel like we haven't done a live for a little bit of time.
We haven't.
So
Yeah,
I
I'm
want to
excited
start.
too. And this is like a really good new moon, according to the astrology. Now, disclaimer is where your placements are. But the astrology has it as a straight up solid harmonious new moon. So it occurred yesterday at 12:36 on the East Coast. So Mountain Standard was 10:36 here in Phoenix, Tiara, and then 9:36 on the West Coast over there in Cali, Washington, Oregon, all those cool states. So
Yes.
that's yeah. So that's when it hit, and you know the cool thing about this moon is that we have Jupiter, Neptune, and of course the new moon, which is the sun and the moon, all in Pisces, which is very rare, super unusual, a lot of water.
Yes.
Yeah, a lot of things going on, you know, in the ethers out there. Definitely intuition, emotion, uh, spirituality, you know, all kinds of, and could, if you're psychic, it's probably off the rails in your dreams and otherwise right now. So it's pretty auspicious. This hasn't happened for a very long time. So we have all of this concentrated Pisces energy, and it is not making a challenging aspect to anything else in the current astrology. It is making a sextile, which is a harmonious uh, aspect, to Uranus in Taurus. And that can cause sudden breakthroughs, unexpected information. It can cause things to turn around, you know, sort of do a 180 and you know, change things. Listen, it all depends on what's going on in your life. But I know, but that sextile is an easy aspect. So that means if something's going to pop or turn around or come to you suddenly, uh, it's likely going to happen fairly quickly. So the difference between that and a square is the square kind of rubs and rubs and rubs until one side decides to give, and that can feel really intense. So whatever is going to happen, or whatever kind of change you know, occurs as a result of this moon, will at least happen quickly. So it's like a sharp knife. Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, Jessica. How's it going? Yes, I'm so stoked you
Yeah.
guys caught one. Hello, hello.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's
Cool.
funny because like the first day of Pisces season, I was like, yo, I like Pisces season. Like, I feel like I'm in my element. And then like the next couple of days, I feel like I got like kicked right in the dick. And I was
Yeah.
like, yo, I need to just
Yeah.
like stay in bed and sleep and try to pretend like I have my stuff together, I guess.
I felt the
Also
same way
too,
too.
yeah, well, okay,
I
so we have
did.
a few people on the live. Can you guys make sure that you like the video, please? I would really
Oh,
appreciate it.
please.
It definitely
Yes.
helps with the streaming. Hey, Kendron, how's it going? Hey, Summer. Hey, hey, hey. Let me text my boo Raja and see where the hell she's at. Hold on. And say, where you at? Let's see. Yeah, man. I don't know. Like I genuinely thank you guys. I love and appreciate you guys. Changes can be good for sure, right? Like
Yeah.
I do think that there's a lot of changes that are going on right now, and I think that I feel like when it comes to Pisces season, it's really about riding the wave and seeing, you know what I mean? Like if you try to fight the current, you're going to drown.
Exactly. And it's about having faith. You know, with Jupiter there, Jupiter represents faith and, you know,
Yeah.
the higher mind, and tapping into your intuition in Pisces season. And if there's anxiety or worries, leaning into it, exactly. Trying to sleep
Hey,
if you
Corey
need
Ray.
to. Yeah, getting quiet. But it's all about having faith that the way things are supposed to go, the way that you know, spirit, the way that you know, the
Oh my God, you
universe
should
wants to
totally get
take us, that will flow into what?
Oh, Tiara said that she needs to hook up with you and get a reading, and I said totally, totally,
Oh, I would
totally
love
get a reading.
that. I would love that. You know what? If you're in Phoenix,
Yeah,
like we could even do it in person. I would totally do that. But it's up to you.
that would
But I would do
be
that. Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, that
Honestly,
would be fun.
you know, okay, so we're gonna like chit chat really quick before we kind of like dive balls deep into like all the
Yeah.
tarot and the astrology.
Yeah.
And I just want to say that for those of you guys that are not familiar with astrology, like I really have no, like Julian will talk about
Ah,
astrology
stuff.
and it goes right over my head, and I'm like, okay, wait a minute. So what does that mean for me? And, it's such important information, and it's logical, right? It's very black and white. It's not like tarot, where tarot is very, ethereal, and in it's how you intuitively pick up on certain things. Where not only does Julian read the astrology, but she's also highly intuitive as well. So it's such a beautiful combo. And the way that Julian picks apart certain patterns, I mean, she reads astrology intuitively, but like to a point. So I don't know, just hands down, Julian.
You
I
know
think this.
what's crazy though is, and Whitney and I do this a lot, where we'll be looking at certain aspects or situations, and she'll pull the tarot, and I'll read the astrology, and it's like, damn, if it isn't like, well, I just, they can hear, I just said that. It's like, yeah, you just said that.
Yes.
It's crazy.
Honestly,
Yeah.
it's the most bizarre thing ever, because I'll say like, okay, Mars and Leo. She's like, oh shit, well Mars, oh that makes sense because here
Yeah.
Mars is in Leo and it's this and this and this and that, and
Yeah.
I'm like, well, there you
Well,
go.
it's like you hear all the time, right? As above, so below. It's just a different vehicle. The information's traveling, just through a slightly different pipeline, but it's very similar. We've seen this very similar information come through. Look at Tiara, you're a 12th house, 12th sun Gemini, Mercury Gemini in the 12th house. So am I, my friend, a 12th
Oh,
house
and both are in
Gemini.
Arizona.
Yeah, yeah.
Ah,
12th house Sun, 12th house Mercury. I also have my Jupiter and my North Node in the 12th house. So I feel you, girl. Yeah.
so just so you guys know, also too, July,
July.
Julian and I
Whatever.
were talking about like doing like little get-togethers where we could do personal readings, but in groups, where you guys could get the astrology and also kind of like the tarot in one. Hey, Tisa. Hey. So yeah, so we're gonna start. Oh, my boo Raj is on. Mwah.
Hello.
Yes, I love her. She is amazing. She's a Gemini, and you know how I feel.
Of course.
You know how I feel. Hey, Dean, how's it going? It's the vape guy at the shop, Julian.
All right. Oh, hi, Dean. Thank you for coming. He is such a sweet, sweet guy. Oh, by the way, when I was there the other day, the guy gave me the ice. I had to bring it back. Like, that's no bueno.
Uh-oh.
Teasing him. I'll see him tomorrow. Oh, that's so sweet.
Before we hop into it, do you guys have any like questions or anything that you want to ask before we jump into the actual tarot and astrology of it, or the whole thing, or do you guys just want us to go, or is there anything like any questions you may have or anything like that? Hey, Rashawn.
Rashawn, my sweet friend Rashawn. Yay. Thank you.
Hey, Cole. How's it going?
Hey,
Finally,
Cole.
I don't have rainbow throw up. Like, I'm so excited, guys. Like, the rainbow throw up is gone. You can actually see us. If you haven't already, please make sure you like the video.
Yes. Thank you for
Yes.
liking and
Okay.
sharing and subscribing. We love you.
Yes. So do you guys just want us to hop right into it? Do you
Yeah.
guys have questions? Like, let us know, because this is really about you guys and what you want, okay? Tiara's like, let's just go.
Let's just
we'll
roll.
have them come,
Okay.
okay?
All right.
All
So
right.
like I was saying, we have all of this Jupiter energy concentrated. And so Neptune rules Jupiter. So we have spirituality. It's the higher octave of Venus. So it's unconditional love. It can also create a fog. There can be illusions, lies, deceit. We just can't put our finger on things, which is why we have to, this new moon requires us to have faith. Things are cloudy. We don't know where things are going to land. Neptune kind of like, it disintegrates things. So it's floating out there in the ethers, right? So things can fade away. Neptune is also endings. If you think about it, Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac. So it is the end of a cycle. So right now, I mean, I'd like to hear from some of you, but most of us, if we're wondering or we're working on something, we might not be sure where it's going to land. It could be causing us some anxiety or just some excitement, or we're at the starting line and we don't know which way we should jump. So right now, it's have faith, hang tight. Like I said before, there aren't any challenging aspects to this moon. We have a sextile to Uranus, but we also have all of the planets, which is unusual. All of the planets they're in a concentrated spot. So we have Venus, which is unusual. They're not peppered all over the place. We have Venus and Mars that are conjunct Pluto in Capricorn, right? And yep, and there's no aspects to that conjunction. So nothing creating a challenge. Yes, Capricorn wants integrity, and Capricorn wants practicality and responsibility. And Pluto comes in and says, okay, if we can't balance that out, Pluto can decimate things. But it decimates things. Yeah. It
Pluto's blowing shit up.
Pluto can blow shit up. But
he doesn't want to say it, I'll say it. Pluto's over here blowing shit up.
Yes, but it can transform it and regenerate it and turn it into something better, right? Pluto rules Scorpio. So it's the Phoenix rising. So it can be intense. If you guys are dealing with any financial issues or love issues, and it's been really heavy since, honestly, December, now everything's moving forward. Pluto's in there. Something's going to change. When Pluto changes something and makes contact with something, there's really nothing we can do. It's going to do its thing.
Hopefully it changes the Ukraine. What's happening in the Ukraine.
Honestly, I know. Well, here's the thing. We won't talk about that during this live, but I am watching those transits closely. So it's interesting. We'll pick that up in another conversation, maybe one of our Q&As that Whitney was talking about. But anyway, when Pluto comes in and touches something, something's going to change. And when it changes, it's going to change forever. It can be a good change. Pluto wants to bring things out and turn them into something that's going to work for us, especially in Capricorn. So we don't have any challenging aspects to that conjunction. We also have Saturn and Mercury that conjunct. Saturn is the father. Saturn, we can feel restricted. But Saturn again wants us to create something responsible. But in Aquarius, it wants us to break out of the mold, do something different. And conjunct Mercury in Aquarius, which can be downright, it can be sudden, unexpected. It can be downright fucking weird. Something weird coming out. But yeah. So Mercury. What's Mercury in Aquarius in the tarot, Whitney?
What?
What's Mercury in Aquarius in the tarot?
It's a Six of Swords. So it's like it's almost like the tip of the iceberg, where there's more to it, but you only get like a little tiny glimpse of it, and it's kind of confusing where you're like, did I just have a hard conversation where I didn't accomplish anything and where nothing is said, but something is said, but it's weird as fuck and I don't understand? Like, I feel like I need the Da Vinci Code to like decode what the hell this person just said, right? It's like that kind of like weird energy. Hey, Carrie.
Exactly. And Mercury in Aquarius is cold and detached. So conjunct Saturn can be the cold, hard truth that comes unexpectedly in Aquarius. And so when you have that conjunction, you have the Venus, Mars, Pluto conjunction, and you have all this Jupiter energy. If you're dealing with issues in those areas of life around your financial structures and your partnerships, things could be happening. Just hold on, because that's where the things could be occurring that are causing confusion. So hang on, hang tight, have faith. Pisces, we've got it, this new moon, whatever's going on, it's time to set intentions. So set your intentions for how you want to see things turn, what you want to see manifest. Jupiter also can give you a luck and expand things. And then just have faith. Have faith, lean into it, write it out. This new moon will give grace if the universe believes it's good for you.
Universe is like, hey, you suck. No.
Yeah, exactly. If it's supposed to be, it will be. Right.
I'm over here like on a wing and a prayer, like, hey man, like, look,
Yeah.
I've tried to be a good person. I tried to do the right thing, you know? Hey, bright mind, intuition. Hey, hey, hey.
I mean, Neptune can be healing too. It's spiritual healing. So, let the universe kind of take this over. There's a little potential to put, a touch or two of fairy dust on whatever's going on in our lives right now. So
I think it's about, again, like, I don't know why, but I just get the overwhelming sense. And, I don't know anything about the astrology. I didn't look up the astrology. I can't remember what I did this morning. So I'm sure Julie told me 157 times and I just can't retain anything. But I feel like it's really about going with the flow right now. And I think for people that are control freaks like myself, controlling my environment, controlling, like my emotions, controlling things, it's really about just like going with the flow. And I think that the one thing that I've noticed about myself, like during this Pisces season, is that when I hold things in, that's when I feel the worst. So it's weird that Pisces season is like showing me like express yourself. And even if it's like me leaving a voice note, like if I'm imagining myself like leaving a voice note to somebody, it's like me just vocalizing it, but then not sending it. Like I feel better and I can keep going with my day. And I feel like Pisces season is putting a huge emphasis on your emotion and how your emotions affect your insides.
Yeah.
Like if I keep my emotions bottled up, it's bad news, dog. Like,
yeah,
it's not good. So
no,
I think that Pisces is doing that.
I agree. And I think that getting really quiet, things could become clear to you in terms of your intuition. And listen, we all have different ways of tapping into our intuition, but there could be some answers, or at least we could feel some comfort, and maybe realize it's like, just hold on, maybe somebody will throw you a lifeline and say, just hang tight, give me a minute here. Okay. So
Yep.
Yeah.
I totally agree. Yes, you're going back to school. Congrats.
Nice.
Hey, Kathy. Hey, Danira. Hey, Miss Mo.
Carrie's working a second job. Jeez, Carrie. Thanks
Carrie's
for
all
popping
over
in.
the place,
Yeah,
man.
he is. Jeez.
Yeah, no, we love you too, Carrie. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. I'm just excited that it's working. I'm always like, yo, like, what the heck, man? Like, like every time I go live, it's like, no.
I know, it's been that way. It's like something goes freaking sideways or weird, but we are rolling. Thank you to everybody who's been patient with us. We've had like one freaking weirdness after another since we started doing these lives. It's like Whitney and I were sitting here like 30 minutes before, kind of watching it going, are we going to be okay? Are we going to be okay?
I know, right? Like we've literally been on here since like 7 o'clock because we just wanted to make sure that we were good to go. Oh, Carrie, you know who you should talk to is Stevie D. He's a guitarist, and he's also a Gemini. You and him, I could see you and him totally vibing. Stevie D. Hopefully old Stevie hops on here so you guys can talk. But, all right, so hey, I was thinking, why don't we start with Pisces first? It's Pisces season.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to you beautiful Pisceans out there during this amazing, watery, intense, dreamy state that we're in. And then we'll just go from there. Are you guys cool with that?
Yeah, let's do it.
Met a guy that I'm super into. Hopefully it will work out. Yes. Dean, what sign are you?
He's a Gemini, I believe. Oh, Gemini rising.
He's a Gemini. Yes. Dean, come through. I love it. I'm here for it.
Yay.
All right. Do you want to start?
Yeah. All right.
Here, look, I'm all fucking flipped around again. I'm like,
I
hey,
think
you.
I think you are a Gemini. I know you're a Gemini rising, Dean. What is your sun? Because I remember I guessed you wrong. I thought you were Pisces, but you weren't. You can throw it up there. We're gonna start with Pisces, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, this is a Pisces new moon. We have all of that Pisces energy, moon and
Oh, wait,
sun.
time out.
What?
Really
What?
quick.
What?
Okay, I need you guys to put in the comment section below, do you guys want like a general overall energy, career, finance, spiritual, and love? Like what kind of, like, are you guys cool with that? Or, you know what I mean? Are those the kind of questions that you guys want? Or do you guys just want love? Are we talking money? Like, what are we talking about? I want to know what you guys want to have. Love, I know, right? Or like
That's pretty much for the tarot, right? Because like the astrology is the astrology. It depends on what's going on in your life. But yeah, what do you guys?
everybody
want
wants
from
love.
Whitney?
They're like, listen,
Yeah.
okay, my money is coming in. Love and money, Tiara, I'm right there with you. Okay,
Love
cool.
is in the air. Okay.
Love, career. Hey, everyone. Hey, Mama Tarla. Oh, from the Philippines. Hey, babe. All right. Sorry, Julian. I apologize.
That's
for interrupting
okay.
you for Sean's
Oh my
like,
gosh.
money.
We're
All right,
just
we'll do
chit
both
chatting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Sorry,
we have
Julie.
Pisces. No worries. We're just chilling. So we have Pisces. This new moon is happening in your first house. So you may be showing up extra dreamy or extra kind of like, you know, sort of flowy lately. Hopefully there's not challenging aspects in your chart, but it's a lot of Pisces energy on top of that, you're already Piscean energy. So I don't know, you could be, listen, I think with some Pisces, and a lot of it might depend on if you have a fire moon or you have a fire sun, or, but for Pisces rising, it's a lot more water. I would venture to say that some Pisces might want to be chill right now and kind of hang out and hang back from anything that's chaotic. Unless they've got other placements in their chart that wants them to push forward, and then, somebody's got a lot of passion. Oh, Terry is a Pisces rising. So, but you're an Aries sun, see? So a lot of Pisces, that's the first house of yourself. That's how you're showing up, how people are seeing you, how you might be interacting, in your interpersonal relationships. The first house is all about you and your physical body and how you present to people. That's the first house. This new moon is showing up there. Lots of Pisces energy there for you. Lots. So it's a good time for love, compassion, snuggling.
Yay!
Yeah.
Time to take advantage of that, Pisces.
Yeah.
Are you done?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Okay.
I mean, I can keep going. Bubble bath for two, whatever floats your boat. You can.
All right. So, Pisces, overall energy, what you guys should be focused on, it's the Chariot, okay? So, with this Chariot energy, it's kind of interesting. Hey, Mama Tarla. My love life is sucking. Curious to know if it's going to get any better. We're going to find out. Aries is next. But with Pisces, I think right now there's some type of forward movement that needs to happen, right? It's Cancerian energy. It's about, a sense of security and a sense of comfort and really getting on the right path of where you're supposed to be. Because I think that the amazing thing about Pisces season is that it realigns you with your true purpose. It realigns you with where you're supposed to be going, right? Sometimes we follow the yellow brick road and we end up on the brick road, right? We're no longer on the yellow brick road. So I feel like Pisces season is giving you all these, the ability to get right back on the right track prior to, right, Aries season coming. And I feel like there's a new start here where you really can manifest a lot of security for yourself and for others. For some of you guys, it's a focus, but I also feel like it's definitely some type of internal, like, I feel like you guys are really going through something, going through your emotions and how you express them. And I also feel like, too, it's really about getting on the same direction, right? And observing some type of journey that you're supposed to kind of realign yourself with. I don't know why, Pisces, but I feel like somebody here has fallen off track and it's like, okay, I need to get back to myself. I need to get back to the core. Like, think about Cancer energy. Cancer energy is all about security, emotional security, right? And it's also a very protective energy. And I feel like Pisces right now, it's a sense of protecting what you love and protecting, you know, the idea of what you always wanted. You know, like sometimes I think as adults, we tend to fall off track, right? Because of finances and money and everything else, right? And we end up in these, you know, jobs, or we end up with people that we really don't love or we don't care about. And I feel like this is a time where your emotions are coming up to the surface and your intuition and your higher self is kicking in, and it's saying, hey, time to hop on board, time to do the right thing, time to go in the right direction, even if it's challenging, right? Because the Chariot, it's like going two different directions. But the dope thing about the Chariot is that it kind of like gets you back on the same page, right? It kind of merges you back. As far as career is concerned and finance, we do have the Strength card here. So it's funny, you're starting off with two major arcanas. You know, I think that now's a time for you to be very independent and for you to be very brave and for you to fight for what's right. And I think that you may be taking the center stage here. And with Strength, it's no longer talking about what you're doing, but it's showing up and it's showing people, hey, I can be strong. Hey, I can take the reins here if I need to. Because I feel like you've been unhappy with your job for a period of time. It just doesn't make you happy at a core level. Do you know what I mean? Like there's something here about Pisces season and this new moon that's illuminating areas of your life where you're not happy, where you're bored. Like I think that you're feeling very bored in your job. And I think that you feel like you're comparing yourself to others and you're not getting what you want for whatever the reasoning is. And I think that there's a lot of overthinking and you're worried that you're not doing the right thing or you're not good enough, when in reality, you're just in the wrong profession or you're in the wrong career. You're not following your life purpose. And until you get on that same page of following the life purpose and having the strength to say, yeah, this just isn't for me, right? Even if it means starting over, until that point, you're going to continue to go rounds and rounds with this sense of anxiety and not sleeping until you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. As far as love and romance, Pisces, I don't know, but it's the Queen of Pentacles here. And I feel like when it comes to the Queen of Pentacles, you know, this is really about your self-worth. It's really about what you deserve, right? Think about the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is here and she's saying, like, she's being very realistic right now with, you know, love and romance. And for some of you guys, you may be entering into some type of very serious commitment because the new moon is shining a light on what you love and who you love and giving you the courage to say, yeah, this is what I want. The dope thing about the Queen of Pentacles, that's Capricorn energy, right? Is it's putting together a plan. That's Saturn energy. You have a lot of moon energy and you have the sun energy. I mean, Capricorn, Saturn energy. But it's really about your self-worth in a relationship. Yes, look, you have the Devil and the Hierophant. It's doing the right thing, right? I feel like Pisces, you're at a crossroads here where you can either, you know, and maybe this is for love and romance, but it's either staying on to these negative attachments, these negative people, letting them go and doing the right thing, having an open and honest conversation, or it's just, you know, it's almost like the devil we feed, right? And I think that the thing about this heavy Saturn energy is that you're trying to operate within the limitations, right, of society, right? With responsibility, with rules, with everything. And I think that you're being too hard on yourself when it comes to love and romance. And I feel like there is some type of very serious commitment coming in here. Yeah, see, I just cut the deck and then it's, I don't know if you guys can see this, but it's Paradise. Oh, shit.
Yeah,
okay.
I can see it.
And the thing about the Paradise is, here's the problem though, Pisces. I'm going to keep it 100. The problem is you feel like you don't deserve it. You feel like you don't deserve to be happy. You feel like, you know, you don't deserve this sense of expansion. And the reality is you do. But it's really about having a sense of confidence, no longer self-sabotaging yourself, and letting go of those fear and the idea of what somebody could do, and really seeing the beauty in a relationship and taking that chance. So, but I do think it's a lot about self. It's about self-worth, right? Is that what you got, Julie?
Yeah. I mean, it's a lot of centering in on themselves for sure. First house, all of this new moon is happening in their first house, so it's all about them. However, that is manifesting or playing out, depending on the situations that they're dealing with. But
Well,
definitely come back to you for sure.
I also feel like too, there is a relationship because I just cut the decadent separation. There is a relationship that possibly will be going to the next phase or is going to be having a sense of growth. And I think that that's why the Queen of Pentacles is here, right? There is a possessive energy over you and somebody else here. Yeah, I do get that. But I do think that there is some type of tower moment that's hitting in order to push you to your higher purpose, to your higher self, and to also really truly value you. So it's beautiful. Yeah,
That could be Pluto, Mars, and Venus conjunct, right?
totally.
That's
Totally.
a tower. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Go
Aries.
Pisces. This is your season. All right. So Aries rising. So yeah. Somebody was saying in the chat that they were having a hard time with their relationships. It was Aries. I don't know if it was Aries rising or Aries sun.
I
But
think it was Tisa.
was
Was
it
it
Tisa?
Tisa? And then yeah, and Candace. My love life
Oh,
has been sucking. Curious if it's
okay.
gonna get better. Yeah.
Yeah. So, this Pisces energy, Aries they like to move and shake. They don't really like to be held back and wait. They need to take action. Aries doesn't like to, they'll jump the starting line. They want to be first. And that's physical action. Like they don't have any time to mess around. And all of this new moon and all of the Pisces energy is hitting their 12th house. And so that could really be putting a fog around things, right? It could be kind of weighing things down, all of that water. Uh, there's a reason for that. Even though we don't want to slow down, I'm a Leo moon. Emotionally, I want to move because it's a fire sign. Right now, the universe is saying, okay, slow down, have faith, let things sort of settle themselves spiritually, and if there's any kind of fuckery going on, let those things fall into place. So it can be a very heavy time for an Aries that really wants to move. And with the Capricorn, Venus, Mars, and Pluto conjunct, and the Saturn, Mercury conjunct in Aquarius, again for an Aries, Aries likes to have fun too. Aries is the baby of the zodiac, and they're light and fun and active, and yeah, all of this energy is in a concentrated part of the chart, which could create very beautiful endings. But if you are a fire sign that wants to kind of chop and move and get things going, it could be a little frustrating. So definitely time to lean into that and do the best you can to try and relax. Aries can relax really well if they exhaust themselves physically, usually. Trying to get out there and do some stuff physically, so that you can kind of settle into what is going on and just wait this out, because Jupiter is going to go into Aries in April, and that is going to expand. That's Jupiter is real Sag, more fire, right? So it'll be go time once everything kind of settles and gets itself into place. And it'll be much more helpful for you guys when Jupiter moves into Aries. So,
Yay.
yeah.
So it's interesting, guys, because what you guys should be focused on right now is the Ten of Pentacles. And it's also with the Three of Pentacles and the Page of Cups. So this is Mercury in Virgo, right? And I feel like Aries, during this time period, there's going to be some type of conversation around family and around community and around establishing certain relationships, right? And this is really about paying attention to the details, right? Because Virgo is very detail oriented, especially when it comes to Mercury in Virgo. And it's about thinking about things from a different perspective. Like, I think that the thing that Virgo does beautifully is that they have this very abstract way of thinking and coming to the solution of something, and it's a way that no one else can think of. And I feel like there's something here where you guys are really going to start really building and working on your wealth, whether that is, you know, you dealing with your family, whether that's you starting a new job, whether that's you going back to school. But it's this Mars in Capricorn energy, and then it's also with the Page of Cups. So really, really focusing on, you know, what you're working on, what you're trying to build. I think that it's building towards a sense of security and a sense of stability. And it's really fascinating because it's with the Page of Cups. So I feel like what's coming in here, Aries, is one, I feel like there's somebody that you may work with possibly that has a crush on you, or you do have a secret admirer. I also feel like for some Aries, be quiet or be careful, because for some of you guys, there is some type of pregnancy possibly. And I feel like it's really about expressing how you want things to work, right? It's about thinking about things on a different level. Now, when it comes to your career and finance, right, we have the Ace of Swords. So I definitely feel like there's something new here that's coming, where you're going to have a sense of clarity and a sense of truth as what's going on with work. Because for some of you guys, like, what's the current work situation with Aries? For some of you guys, I feel like there's something coming that either you already expect, but I feel like it's sneaking up on you. For some of you guys, I think that you're going to be leaving some type of opportunity behind and walking away from something that's no longer serving you. But I feel like what happens here is that when you do walk away, there's some type of financial stability with this Queen of Pentacles that comes in here. But it's really about having the strength. And it's right now, Aries, I feel like there's a sense of clarity that's coming in here when it comes to your job. And I feel like for some of you guys, you may even identify somebody that you thought was close to you, but it's really a secret enemy, where you feel like this person has like turned their back on you and you're like, where did this come from? Like, I've been loyal to you for a period of time. And I think that it's going to require a level of strength. So that's definitely coming in. Now, as far as love and romance is concerned, it's kind of crazy. I feel like there's been somebody that's been looking at your picture a lot. It's like whoever this person is, it's like they're watching you. I don't feel like there's a lot of conversation going back and forth between the two of you right now. However, that is coming. You know, you're going to have a lot of, I feel like with this Pisces new moon, there's a lot of clarity and truth that's coming. And it may be somebody from your past, but also too, it's a different perception on what your relationship could be. It's like all of a sudden this person is having like an influx of emotions that's coming in here, and it's really realigning things, right? This person is starting to understand, Aries, that like you didn't want to contain them, right? Like whoever you're dealing with is somebody that likes to be free. And I think that what you're going to start to learn is that this person wasn't trying to put limitations on you, right? Saturn and Sag, right? That's limitations, that's restrictions. And the thing about, you know, Sagittarius is they want to be free. But what's happening here is they're understanding that you want to be just as free as they do. But I think that, again, here's your Pisces energy, right? It's a new start. And I feel like whatever effort, whatever sacrifice, all of your burdens, I feel like you are walking away from that and you're having this brand new start with somebody. Again, Pisces, Aquarius, Libra, Taurus energy, Capricorn, Virgo, but it's this energy where it's like you're done like listening to people. Like your person is done listening to people. It's like, I don't know why, Aries, but I get that you both just say, fuck it. Like, let's just try. You know what I mean? Because it's the Fool, right? And the Fool's energy is this Neptunian energy, right? So this is a very spiritual connection that's coming in between the two of you, where you both have imagined this life with one another. And now all of a sudden it's like they're both merging at the same point, because I do feel like there's a very spiritual connection between you and somebody else. And that's mixed with the Empress. So, you know, I feel like there is something beyond just spiritually that's materializing here. Because you have the Ten of Pentacles, you have the Empress, you have the Fool. It's like you're letting everything go and you're just trying it. And I think that there's something here that is pushing through all of those negative illusions. And you're really tapping into this divine feminine energy, and you're allowing this person to lead. You're saying to yourself, Aries, like, I'm not going to accept anything less than what I deserve. And I think that you're being very clear and very concise with your communication. This is what I expect. Either show up or shut up, right? I'm no longer going to accept the breadcrumbs that you've given me, right? You know why? Because I'm not satisfied at the end of the day with the breadcrumbs that you're giving me. Why? Because you're giving somebody else the meal, right? Hello? And my ass is hungry still, okay? And I think that what's happening is that your person all of a sudden is realizing that all these different excuses and reasons as why the situation wouldn't work, it's now materializing where they're saying, like, why can't it? Why can't I let go of my past? Like, I feel like there's somebody here, Aries, for who you're dealing with, where you're going to have a level of clarity with why you need to cut that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, 2022, like, we're done with the breadcrumbing. We're done with the bullshit, right? Come with the fucking appetizer, the soup, the salad, and my dessert, or don't come at all. And I think that what's happening here is because you're demanding something higher, right? This person is having to elevate. And the problem, Aries, up until this point, is that accepting these little tiny breadcrumbs that this person is giving you, you're wondering why I'm not satisfied. Why are you not satisfied? Because your internal soul is not being fed. And I think that with that type of energy, you and this person are going to have a meeting where you discuss, this is what I want. And the reason why it's not worked out in the past, the reason why it's been so heavy and so stressful and everything like that, the reason because of that is because it's not enough. And you are accepting less than what you deserve. So because you're accepting less than what you deserve, why would this person give you any more? You know what I mean? Because you're a good person? Nah, people aren't like that. People are going to take exactly what they can take, and that's it. And I feel like, Aries, there's somebody here, whether it's you or your person, and they're saying, treat me like I should be treated. Treat me like an empress. Put me on a goddamn pedestal because I am that bitch, right? I am that woman. Like, I can do everything if you allow me to. And I feel like there's something here, Aries, where your person or you are letting go of a past situation that's been toxic and heavy and burdens. And I finally feel like there's something here where somebody is taking a leap of faith and saying, fuck it, I'm going to do it. And I just really like it because there is a revelation and there is a truth here that is expressed pertaining to your worth. So it's beautiful. Like, I'm fucking here for it.
A lot going on with Aries.
Yeah, you know, it's like Aries has everything lined up. Ten of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, the Empress. I mean, that's a heavy focus and fixation on your foundation, but it's the foundation with the right person. It's a foundation with the Fool. It's not a past foundation, right? If it is a past foundation, it's entering into this newer energy where finally this person is free enough to say, I fucking want this with you. I don't want to deviate anymore. You know what I mean? I don't want to lose, because I think, Aries, you're saying enough is enough. I'm not doing this. That's the Ten of Wands. I'll go ahead and be by my motherfucking self. Okay?
Yeah.
Listen, I just came out of hell dealing with this person, and I'm not doing it anymore. No, ma'am. I'd rather walk through a fire burning hell than to sit there and be breadcrumbed, right? It's like, no, I'm not dancing with the devil anymore. Come correct or don't come at all. And I feel like Aries has that type of energy, and it's beautiful because having that type of energy, you're riding the wave. You're saying, hey, whatever happens, happens. If this person loves me, if this person wants me, then they'll come get me. And if not, then they won't. Then somebody else is coming in because you're being watched by a lot of people right now. Yeah. Because you're being viewed as the Empress. It's beautiful.
Yeah. But that's a thing too, Carrie. It's like, it's important people are on the same vibrational level. And this Pisces energy like I said, it's sort of breaking things apart so that it can bring it back together, going with the flow so that it settles where it's supposed to be. And Neptune, which rules Pisces, is elevation into a higher level of spirituality. So those that want to meet you at your vibrational level, now is the time. The universe is giving grace for everybody to reach out and grab a higher a rung so that they can elevate. They can
Yeah,
rise up to the occasion. It's there, for us to
because
take advantage of. Yeah.
emotions are at the forefront right now, right? I mean, during Aquarius season, it was like, ha
Hmm.
ha ha ha, like, what the fuck
Yeah.
can I get away with? Like, I'm gonna tell you something, and then I'm gonna tell that person something, and then maybe I'll tell you the right thing, but maybe
Yeah.
I won't, right? Where Pisces season is like, this is very deep in your feels, right? It's very, hey Libra moon, hey boo. It's very much in a sense of like, you know, am I going to keep ignoring these deep-seated emotions? Am I going
Yeah.
to lose the best thing that's happened to me because I'm insecure or because I feel like I'm not good enough? Like, am I okay with that? And I feel like people right now aren't. I feel like there's more of a sense of like, okay, you know what? Let's do it
Yeah.
because people are being pushed.
Hmm. People are being
That's nice.
pushed. Yeah.
Yes.
Awesome. Aries.
Okay,
Okay.
Taurus.
Taurus. All right, Taurus. We know that Tauruses are sweet. Stubborn, yes.
Yes.
Sweet,
I
definitely. Obviously ruled by Venus. So Taurus, I with all this Pisces energy, and where it's hitting you, I kind of feel like you could see a lot of Tauruses really reevaluating their place in the world, who they belong, who belongs side by side with them, who they want to associate with. There might be some, things going on in the groups that they're connected to that just aren't sitting well with them. I think, especially during this time in the world when we're looking at conflict, we're looking at, resources being short, and all in all, in humanity not really being as kind to one another as I think most of us would like to see. Taurus is probably really feeling a lot of compassion for what's going on in the collective in society right now. And, you might find a Taurus trying to either mend fences or, saying, gosh, I'm in this group and I thought I belonged there, but I feel this way about all these serious things that are going on in the world now, and it doesn't match up with where I was. So Neptune might be sort of taking some of that away and bringing in some new things. But I definitely see Taurus people right now really wanting to reach out and feeling very compassionate and emotional in terms of how they see humanity and how they fit into that. Uh, yeah, I mean, I can see Taurus right now really wanting to get involved in humanitarian projects, possibly, maybe even just stopping somebody on the street that looks like they need something and, just a gesture of kindness. I think that Taurus is really feeling this Pisces energy, definitely in connecting to the collective right now. Yeah,
totally.
yeah,
It's funny because one of my really good friends, she is a Taurus, and she looks like she stepped out of Vogue. Like she's
yeah,
one of the most beautiful, stunning women I think I've ever laid eyes on. And not only that, but her personality speaks for itself. You know what I mean? Like she's one of those people that's beautiful inside and out. And when you said, giving to others, it's like she's somebody who she if she sees a homeless person, she's always giving. And the one thing she's always told me is like, that could be your son, that could be your dad, that could be your uncle, that could be your brother. You know what I mean? And it's about having a sense of kindness. And it's funny because Taurus, the overall energy right now that they're supposed to be very focused on is this Empress energy. So, think about the Empress. Think about what embodies the Empress, right? It's really about your capacity to love. And I feel like with your capacity to love, it also shows your attitude. Like how much love you give also represents how much love you have for yourself, in my personal opinion. And I feel like you're putting your values first right now, and you're attracting what you want to attract. And I think that you're sitting here and there's not a lot that's bothering you, right? You're sitting here very much in your own throne, very much with this sense of peace and this sense of clarity where even if there's people down there trying to throw tomatoes, it doesn't even hit, right? Because you're so highly elevated right now where even the people that are trying to hurt you, you're still understanding, right? You have this higher perspective right now where it's like, it has nothing to do with me. And I feel like that's something that the Empress does beautifully, is that when people hurt her or him, right? It's having that sense where, you know, they're going through something and it has more to say about them than somebody else. And you're in this place where you're not allowing people to live rent free. If people are bothering you or bugging you, you're just like, that's for the flies, right? Like my Taurus friend always says, like, I'm not rolling in the mud with pigs, okay? That ain't me. Yeah. And, you know, and I really feel like Taurus has this very like ethereal type of energy, and they're embodying it. And I think that it's beautiful right now with what's happening. And I feel like that's what's coming in. I feel like there's a lot of abundance. I feel like there's a lot of creative energy coming in. It's very nurturing. There's a heavy sense of stability, even possible pregnancy, especially with the Taurus energy here. And I think that it's interesting because with this creative energy for your work, you also have the Ace of Wands. So there's some type of new project or there's some type of newer energy that's coming in. Thank you, Carrie. Good luck with your second job. But there's something definitely coming in here. And again, I think for a lot of you Tauruses, you're being offered some type of new opportunity. Something new is happening. And it's this Pisces energy. It's really tapping into your creative aspect. And again, and then you have, you know, the Gemini. So you have the Fool and the Gemini. I mean, the Fool and the Magician, right? And the thing about the Fool is like, you're going to be in the Ace of Wands. You're starting this journey, especially creatively or career-wise or financially. You're starting on this journey. And I think that when you started it, you're like, I don't know why I'm doing it, but I feel like I'm supposed to do it, right? Then all of a sudden, I feel like this Pisces new moon, it's giving you all the tools that you need to succeed. And the fact that you are already the High Priestess, you're automatically going to know what you need to do with these tools that are being given to you. But it is a brand new start for you, especially with your career and something that you're very passionate about. Like I can even see, what is it? Like a lot of, what is it called when like you go to a soup kitchen, volunteer work. I see a lot of volunteer work. I see a lot of like different things for Taurus, but it's tapping into their very humanitarian side. I guess that's the best way for me to say it. Especially when it comes to work, and believe it or not, but it does pay off very, very big. And I feel like this is something that you've been manifesting for a period of time. And I think it's beautiful. You know, you're very magical right now when it comes to work, and everything that I feel like you're going to touch is going to turn to gold. So just kind of keep that in mind and have that type of energy, because seriously, Empress and that type of shit. Yes. Who's flat chest? 100 years. What? Flat chest?
Where I don't. Oh, is my crush? I don't know. I don't know who they are.
Anyway,
whose side are you on, flat chest?
I think that they're on your side, not my side.
On my side, I don't know.
I'm over here like, I don't think either of us have a flat chest in this thing. No, I'm just kidding.
Probably not. Oh, I think he's probably okay. It's an appropriate question for the tarot. I just don't know. We don't know what sign he is, so or she. Yeah.
Shout really out your quick, sign. I want to say thank you so much to Relic at Rebel Talk Radio for setting everything up. I truly appreciate you. You guys should definitely go check out their channel, Rebel Talk Radio. Also, too, I mean, they're amazing. They have new music. Like, I listen when I can, and they are fantastic. And honestly, like, they're just amazing people. And I think that it's important to support, like, bomb people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
there are tons of fun over there.
We're family. We got to support one another. So.
Lots of fun. It is a fun channel. Very fun and funny. So, yeah.
Totally.
Cool. Okay.
Taurus all right. Love. I got to do love for Taurus.
Oh, okay. All right. Love for Taurus.
The Chariot and the Two of Cups this year. Listen, I feel like things are going to be going well with you. Okay. I think you and your partner are getting on the same direction. I think that you've had a conversation with them with what you expect and what you want. And I feel like all of a sudden, this person who's been on a totally separate path, you've been able to kind of like wrangle them in, and now you guys are going the right direction. There's some type of obstacles that you're overcoming, and it's because you guys are in love. Two of Cups. This is a situation that's a Venus in Cancer, right? That's an energy that's, it's a soulmate energy, but it's also an energy that I feel like is providing a sense of security, stability, and it's also, there's some type of very permanent, stable relationship that's coming for you guys. Hey, Brian, how's it going? And the interesting thing, Taurus, is I feel like you're going to be receiving a lot of affection. And if this is a new relationship, I feel like you and this person are falling in love with one another. And I definitely feel like this is a destined situation. Do I think it's going to have its bumps and kinks in the road? Absolutely. But honestly, if something is too sedentary, there's no growth, right? So I think that it's beautiful that you and this person finally are getting back on the same page with one another. And you're moving in the same direction. And the same direction is where there's a lot of romance and a lot of chemistry and a lot of love. So I think this is fucking beautiful. Yay. All right, Julene.
Job.
Of course, Rebel Talk Radio. Again, I'm going to drop their link in the chat. So you guys, if you can, go follow. Amazing. Amazing.
Amazing. All right, so we've got...
Oh, shit, he's not on my side. Hold on. Rebel Talk.
He'll see it, though. If you type it in, it's going to show up on the screen. Everybody will see it.
Dustin, pop over to my side really quick so I can add your ass in. Go ahead.
All right.
It won't let me tag him because he's not in my chat. So
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Whitney is so sweet, you guys. It's like, yeah.
Listen,
I mean, everybody knows that, but she really is. I mean, it's like, it's not like it's not like I play this on TV kind of thing. She like.
Well, it depends, right? Like I can be like a total ass.
Yeah, but not in a way where you're like serious. Yes, you can, but you know what I'm saying. It's like you're not gonna hurt the people you care about if you're. No. But watch out. Yeah. The flip side of that would be.
If you fuck with somebody I love, like for sure,
that's
like I'm
protective as hell, for sure.
Very, very, like I don't like people that take advantage of other people.
Yeah.
Like people that are like weaker or people that like that's like a very big like thing with me. Like I don't like that, and I think that's all my Cancer placements.
Oh yeah.
Because like I don't know, I just no one fucks
Cancer
with
moon.
family.
Yeah, it's your Cancer moon for sure.
That's my Mercury or my Venus. Like I'm totally fucked with all the Cancer. So
yeah.
Well, is Rebel Talk gonna pop over so I can add his ass or what?
I don't
Stevie,
know.
oh my god, I'm telling Pinche Carrie about you. Hello.
Hey Stevie. He may have had to pop off for one of the kids, so maybe he'll be back. He'll see your comment. He'll pop over. He will.
Hey,
he
Jen.
will. All right. So
Taurus is good. Now we're on Gemini.
Yeah. All right. Okay, Gemini. Gemini rising. Everybody listen up. If you are there, Rebel Talk Radio, this is you. So Gemini risings have really been having a hard time. I'm a Gemini and a Gemini rising for a really long time. But here's the thing. It's a total complete transition. Yes, they've had to unpack and completely transform things that literally they just don't want to deal with. They've had to deal with it. But this new moon is coming along and it's helping them reinvent themselves because Gemini risings have decided, okay, I am no longer going to follow the rules of what everybody says I should be doing. Like I'm tired of being suppressed and put in a box and not appreciated. So this new moon happened in their 10th house, which is the house of your career and your commitments, but it's also where you're recognized out there in the world. And Gemini risings are coming into themselves. So be careful that, there aren't, because Gemini risings, they're out there. You have this Pisces energy, and that's a lot of sacrifice in that area. always taking it in the shorts and, for, other things that are going on in your work or your, commitments or things like that. But now is the time with all of this Pisces energy and Jupiter coming in, giving you the opportunity to expand and receive recognition, give you a direction. Yeah, it might be a little confusing right now. You might feel like, oh gosh, I really want to do something. Gemini overthinks. We think. And so we probably are thinking a lot. And we might be confused because that's just more, the water in there is just going to be like, okay, now I'm overthinking, but it's also being watered down. And so I'm even more confused, And just know that the grace is coming. Things could settle in a way that we may not have envisioned them or hoped for them to be, but there's a chance that having faith and going with the flow that things are going to shake out the way that they're supposed to. You'll get the recognition that you want, the commitment that you need. So that's the job, and have faith. Neptune in Pisces and all the Pisces energy. Set those intentions because we've got a month long of Pisces. The full moon comes in the middle of Pisces season, culmination. But right now, the intentions you set can sail. They push you forward into the next 6 months. This is a good moon for manifesting and having faith.
Yeah.
And in that area of life, it's recognition, commitment, and a possible change in career. So don't be afraid. Just hang tight. Yeah.
First of all, Lareed, what's poppin'? I missed you too. Yes, we're back. We're going to try to get back to doing lives again. So I'm really excited about that. Hey, Tanya. Hello. River Rush said we need a break of the thoughts. Libra Moon Empress says definitely overthinking with Moon in Libra as well. Yes, that's a tough placement.
Air signs, we think, it's logical. It's that we move things in our mind, and it's really it's really kind of cool. Like, we can actually manifest a lot of things with our minds, but unfortunately, if we can't take a breath in between, we come out of it exhausted.
Well, and the reality too is we can also manifest the opposite, right? Especially Geminis, right? That's why I always tell Geminis in general, be very conscious and careful of your fucking thoughts. Because when a Gemini hyper focuses or hyper fixates, it can go right and it can go left depending on what twin you're tagging in, right? Tagged in, right? There comes the asshole twin, and then all of a sudden, you know what I mean? Like, we're manifesting the wrong thing. We're over here fighting, or we're doing, whatever. Or it's the other twin that's very logical and wants to understand and really wants to work on things. So, yeah, beautiful. Now, I can honestly say, hands down, Gemini, I'm shocked, okay? Blown, okay? My hair is blown back by the energy that's coming in right now, especially for just everything in general. Just like what you said, this new moon, WTF, it's bringing in a lot of really good shit. First of all, what you should be focused on, for some of you guys, it's a fucking Aries, ... okay? It's heavy Aries energy, right? And this is really about our foundation. It's about a sense of stability. It's the 11-11. Think about it with the Four of Wands, right? That is like a portal, right? And this is really about that Venus energy. I think that you're going after right now with what you want. This is what I want. And I feel like it's about stability. Wow, you have the Lovers here. It's focusing on what makes you happy, what makes you stable, right? And I feel like for some of you guys, you have the Knight of Cups here as well. There's Pisces energy, Gemini, Virgo, Aries, Scorpio. It's funny because I feel like things are going to be moving very, very quickly with you. Okay? Very quickly, especially when it comes to security, stability, foundation, prosperity. There's a lot coming in for you. And I feel like it's because you've waited patiently. I feel like it's because you've done the work. I feel like you've had to learn how to wait. And waiting is, I think, one of the most challenging things for a Gemini, to have the patience, to have this kind of come full circle. And I'm saying that, Gemini, because you have the Seven of Pentacles here, right? there's something, Gemini, in your day-to-day life that you've had to continuously nurture and give to, even if it hasn't shown you any type of anything back, right? Think about it. You're watering a fruit tree. You could water that motherfucker forever and never get any fruit, right? It takes time for things to grow. And I feel like what's happened here is because you've put forth the energy, because you've put forth the effort and whatever you're going through, and you've been very diligent, right? This is Taurus energy. You've been very stable. You've been very consistent. All of a sudden here, there's some type of gift because of your hard work, right? There's some type of long-term investment that's coming here. And I think in the past it's made you frustrated, but now it's like a reward. For some of you guys, this is Saturn's gift for doing the right thing, for staying on path and not deviating, even when you wanted to. Even when you wanted to run, Gemini, it's like you stayed put. You stayed in your center. You stayed very grounded in a situation. And because you've stayed grounded, you're being rewarded significantly. As far as, and again, I could keep pulling these cards, but again, the Nine of Cups is here also. It's something that you've wanted and you've wished for a period of time, and it's also something that you had to do the hard thing with, right? The Eight of Cups comes before the Nine of Cups. There's something that you genuinely had to turn your back on and say, okay, you know what? I'm not going to try to control the situation. I'm done trying to understand. I'm done with the confusion. I'm just going to walk away. You know why? Because there's nothing, I don't know what else to do, right? And I think that when you've done that, what happened is you've now elevated your work. All of a sudden, whether it's with work, whether it's with career, finance, any aspect of your life right now, but because you've said, I'm not dealing with the confusion. I've put my work in, I've put my time in, I've done the right thing consistently, right? I've been very persistent. Now, all of a sudden, the universe, God, whoever you guys believe in, is coming forward and they're like, you know what? You deserve this. You deserve this Four of Wands, Gemini. You deserve it. You deserve this sense of stability and partnership and everything else. You know why? Because you believed. And that's something that I think that Gemini does beautifully, is that even when the odds are against Gemini, Gemini still believes, right? Gemini still believes, fuck, right, I'm over here and I'm asked, elbow deep in shit. However, I can still look and see what's going on, right? And you're still optimistic about getting out of it. And it's not about giving up, but it's also about saying, like, I'm not going to try to control the situation. And I feel like that's coming in serious. Taurus just happened.
Just did.
Yes. And I just feel very, very strongly right now that things are shifting and things are changing. And with this Jupiter and Pisces energy, which is what the Nine of Cups is, there's this big gift. There's a lot of expansion coming for you, Gemini. And I feel like it's beautiful. And I feel like it's hitting you at an emotional level, at a financial level, Gemini. Like there's some type of huge financial gain that's coming in here. It's something you've worked hard for because you followed your life purpose. You followed what you were supposed to be doing, right? Hey, integrity and karma, how's it going? Now, when it comes to career and finance, okay, we have judgment, right? And with judgment, you have the Six of Wands and strength. Now, let me say this. I feel like, again, there's your Saturn energy and you have Jupiter energy here. So there's something that's going to come out of nowhere, Gemini, that's going to surprise you, right? But it really shouldn't surprise you, honestly, because you've done the work. But I feel like finally, Gemini, you're going to be looked at for everything that you've done, right? Six of Wands. You're being recognized. You're being put on a totem pole. Oh shit! What is that?
Not a totem pole.
Yeah, right. But I feel like what's happening here is that people are looking at you and they're saying, "Oh shit!" Like Gemini did that. You know what I mean? It's with strength, and I think that you did it alone, and I think that you did it and you were very confident, right? I think that you knew that you could do it. And now all of a sudden, because you had faith that something was working out, hey, Kay, all of a sudden, it's like there's judgment here. And I feel like you're being recognized for something that you've done correctly. And I feel like you're right now, you're going to be gifted. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if for some of you guys, there's some type of accolade, there's some type of announcement pertaining to your success, there's financial gain, whatever it is, people are looking at you and they're saying, damn, that is one smart person. That's one smart whatever. You know what I'm saying? Getting evicted for no reason,
Oh,
just found.
Reed. Shit.
Loree, listen,
Oh.
you're meant to leave that place because that's toxic energy. You're going to find somewhere brand new that's much better. And I feel like you shouldn't be upset. I think that you should take it and keep it pushing. So don't stress out. I know it's easy to, but have that mentality of you're the magician. You're going to manifest a new house, the money for the security deposit, or whatever else you need in order to succeed, right? That's what Gemini does beautifully. And I feel like it's something that works out in your favor, but it's really about being strong and holding tough and knowing that it's coming. Now, for love and romance, first of all, for a lot of Geminis, okay, I feel like you've been stabbed in the back. Exactly, Kay. Beautifully put. You're being promoted to a better place. Absolutely. For some of you guys, when it comes to love and romance, you feel like you've been stabbed in the back. You're like, fuck, another heartbreak, another shocking attack. Like, what more can I do? What more can I have? There's a sense of deception when it comes to this person. But here's the crazy thing. We have the Ace of Cups, the Hangman, Justice, and the Six of Cups. We also have, okay, photograph, hammer, and engagement ring. So let me tell you this. I'm sure you do, Tanya. I really do believe that. Hands down.
The astrology is the rising sign, Rain, but the tarot,
It's everybody. Yeah, it's
all
something
good.
like
Yeah.
kind of confusing, but yeah. So I feel like your person, get ready because there's going to be a brand new start. And I feel like the brand new start comes because of this Ace of Cups, right? And I don't think that this Ace of Cups has to do with your person. I feel like that has to do with you having a sense of self-love, right? A sense of this is me, right? I love myself enough to know that I deserve what I deserve, right? Justice. For some of you guys, you're going to be getting an apology from somebody who's going to come and make it right, right? It's somebody that I feel like you've been dealing with for a period of time. There's a sacrifice that needs to be made pertaining to a past situation, right? But this is also a second chance at love. It's a redo, right? It's doing something over again. Because here's what's happening, Gemini. Your person is looking at your pictures, okay? They're looking at your photos. They're looking at it and they're sitting there and they're like, damn, I really miss them, right? What did I do wrong? Why did I sabotage this? Why did I go through what I went through, right? This person is in a place, especially like Loree said, with all this water, where it's like they don't want to just have a photo of you. Like they want to keep having photos with you. They want to keep making new memories with you. Like they don't want this just to be it. And I think that this person is having a sense of clarity that they sabotage situations, right? The hammer. They sabotage situations, and I feel like it's a repetitive behavior. This is something that this person consistently does. But now I feel like this person is going to be very persistent on wanting to work on something. Now, if this is a new connection, okay, whoever it is, okay, it possibly can be a new love coming in. Scorpio, Libra, Pisces, Aquarius, Aries energy, Taurus energy, Leo energy, Capricorn energy. But this person is working on it. This person is putting in the work. It's like they understand your worth and they're like, oh, yo. Like, I understand what I need to do because I'm not going to let Gemini get away. And for some of you guys, you're going to be entering into some major commitment, some major partnership. For some of you guys, you're definitely going to be getting engaged. There's a sense of eternity here and a sense of union and a sense of completion. Of course, it just did that to me. So I feel like it starts with us first, though. there's a lot of shocking revelations that's coming, and it's a renewal and it's a reincarnation of whatever's happening, and there is a big rebirth here. Huge. It's a huge rebirth, but it's reharmonizing the situation. There's a lot of compulsive factors right now that you're not really conscious of, that's bringing about this great transformation within inside you and within inside your person, that's having the ability to really organize and give you this great power to move forward. Because I feel like there's forces that, you guys are going to think I'm crazy, right? But I feel like there's certain forces that are pushing you towards this person. And it's forces that are greater than you, because I feel like there's somebody here that's supposed to be along your journey that's coming in, whether that's somebody from a past life that's new that's coming in, but there is love and there is partnership and there is a serious commitment nonetheless. So I feel like this new moon is just realigning you back on the right path. Totally. It starts with us first, right, Gemini? Like, it starts with our self-worth. If we don't respect ourselves, if we don't feel like we're worth it, why would our person feel like we're worth it? Right? If you go to the grocery store and they're like, hey, it's $2 for a banana, you're not gonna be like, hey, this is a great banana. Let me go ahead and give you 5. How about that? Right? Fuck that. No, you're gonna give them $2, right? And I think that that's the thing that Gemini is starting to understand, is that they're no longer being a doormat. They're no longer saying, well, I'm supposed to be worth this, but I'll go ahead and take 1/10 of what I'm worth, because it just, like, I'm scared to lose it. Like, Geminis know, like, no, I have enough self-love that I have an understanding that if somebody is not going to give me what I want, I'm going to get it at the end of the day, because the universe is going to bless me, because you've done the right thing. And I feel like that's why judgment is here. That's why judgment is coming in, and it's saying, hey, guess what, Gemini? You did the right fucking thing. You made your wishes, you prayed, you did what you were supposed to do, and now it's like love is coming in, money is coming in. For some of you guys, you've been struggling financially, right? But you've continued to work, you've continued to do the right thing. You never gave up on what you were supposed to do. You buckled down, you made certain sacrifices, right? And you continued to give to what you needed to, and now all of a sudden, boom. Look what he's carrying. Hello. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's a present. You're being gifted right now. So I am so excited. Yes, Jasmine, this is huge, right? I think that this Pisces season, again, and I know I keep repeating myself, I probably sound like a fucking record, but this is about really realigning us with our spiritual vision of ourselves, right? It's not the vision that our parents had for us. It's not the vision that, going to a 9-to-5 and then going home depressed. No, this is about being happy. This is about really touching who we are at a core level. So I'm fucking excited. I don't know about you. I don't know what's coming in, but I'm stoked. Yes. Yeah. Exactly, Kay. Exactly, Mama Tarla. What were you going to say, Julian?
No, definitely the Pisces energy is all about expanding ourselves into a higher awareness, a higher plane to exist on, and it's having faith that we're going to get there. The universe is here, will gift us if we have faith. And yeah, there is an element of sacrifice. Neptune sacrifices. Are we moving on to Cancer?
Yes. Sorry. Yeah. I know I've been long-winded. I just get so excited when I see.
Yeah. No.
You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like the zodiacs have been getting kicked in the dick constantly. And I feel like certain signs that are always optimistic, that are always trying to do the right thing. You know what I mean? Like, higher elevated signs. Like, if you're a sign and you're a higher elevated one, it's like things are good. Shit is happening, right? I can't say that for all Geminis, because some Geminis are turds. Right? If you're a turd, guess what? Shit is not coming for you. I hate to break it to you, but it's not. Exactly. Right? If you're over there thinking you're Gargamel, doing spells and shit on people or whatever, good things are not coming. It's coming backwards the other way, where it's like, somebody's coming down and bitch slapping you in the head.
We all have access. Exactly. We have access to the entire range of expression. So it's our choice. It is our choice. But then again, too, if we are where we're at, it's because in our evolution, it's because we need to be there. The idea is to
Okay.
experience it, learn from it, and move on. And the astrology shows that in your North Node mission and your chironic journey, all of those things. And so definitely, that's definitely true. Okay, Cancer.
Yes.
Cancer's trying to figure out where they stand, what the truth is. This new moon is hitting them in the higher mind, what they believe in, their philosophies, their connection to their spirituality, how they expand that. It could just be simply trying to figure out what the truth of the matter is in whatever situation they're dealing with, whatever's going on in their life. So Cancer could be in a bit of a fog in trying to figure out where they stand and what they believe in, who is coming at them correct and who's not. Pisces can cause a fog. There can be lies, there can be deceit, but remember, we've got a lot of Pisces energy. It's Jupiter is there to probably initially expand that level of confusion, but it's also in the house of your higher mind, which means you have a strong ability and opportunity to connect to a higher level of intuition and wait for the truth to come to you. That's this Neptune and this Pisces, all of this energy. It's got to come to you. And to remain quiet. Cancer, they're a water sign already. They're very protective, very emotional. It can be very hard for them to face things head on, especially if they're waiting for truth. They kind of may want to go back into their shell or go sideways and say, oh, we'll deal with this later, because it can be painful. And in this area of life, if they're not sure what kind of fuckery is going on or illusions are going on, it's time to sit with that. Have faith, have trust that it's going to come to you if there's confusion. And if there's not, if things are good, then it really is a good opportunity in this Pisces season to just grab on to a higher level of intuition. The Neptune is transcendental. It's what we can feel and sense, but we can't see. So it's right there. And whatever is being worked out or put into place or pulling us into a higher level in our mind, we may not be able to see it, but if we get quiet, we can feel it. And if we can't, again, just go with the flow of all of this water. But that's what this new moon is affecting for Cancer. It's what you believe in, what's going on around you, what is the truth, what do I believe in, and where do I want to go? Yeah.
Cancer sure does have that sword. Oh, I know that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about a higher octave, right?
Yep.
Like I think that's really what this time is about. And again, it's about elevating higher than what you think you can go, and it's pushing your limits. And I think that right now, Cancer, it's time to really pay attention to your intuition, right? Pay attention to your dreams right now. I think that with all this water with Pisces season, I think that it's getting a little bit bogged down, right? It's almost feeling like you can't breathe, or like you're drowning in your emotions and in your feelings. And I feel like too, you're being pushed to this limitation. You're being pushed further and further and further deep into your conscience or your subconscious, because there's a hidden truth in there somewhere, right? And I feel like this hidden truth, Cancer, stems from childhood, even possibly from a mother, where you're really having to work through this process, work through the deception, work through this fear and the illusions. And what's happening is, I feel like you're starting to understand who you are at a completely different level, right? That's what you're focused on. You're focused on the moon. You're focused on your subconscious. You're focused on what's not being expressed, but what's being hidden, right? The confusion. There's a sense of confusion. And I feel like right now it's almost like, okay, how do I explain this? You know, if you're somebody, like for me, I have an issue with people that don't work hard. I have an issue with lazy people. I don't fucking like lazy people, period. Mention health questions for Cancer. You know, Cancer, it's interesting because I do feel like there is something health-wise that's wonky coming in here, possibly. Um, Possibly pertaining, like, be careful with like your breast or your stomach. I don't know why. It's like the upper region, breast, stomachs, and heart. Be careful. There's something going on like with that area, and it can be all the water. Like there's something going on there. So I just want to say that. But I feel like Cancer. Back to what I was mentioning. Of course. Back to what I was mentioning is I feel like you want to get upset at that person for being lazy, but the reality is, what the fuck did they have to do with you? Granted, they give you more work, right? At work, it makes things challenging, but the reality is there's something deep inside. It's because when you were a child, you weren't allowed to slack, right? That stems from when you were a child and you weren't told that you were good enough, or you weren't told that you were enough, right? So that's why you keep working so hard in order to get other people to appreciate you, or to get other people to say, you know what, good job, right? And I don't know if that's the case. I'm just giving you an example of Cancer right now really sinking deep and really figuring out what's the triggers. Because you being triggered over certain things, it stems from something. If you're in a toxic relationship, why are you in a toxic relationship? More than likely, it stems from your childhood. It stems from what you've seen. And it's really about you approaching this from a different perspective, I feel like. And really being curious as to why you're doing what you're doing and why certain things are triggering you the way that they're triggering you. Now, when it comes to finance and career, listen, I'm going to keep it real all the time with you. There's a struggle, okay, Cancer, Five of Wands. There's something here that's going to piss you off, and it has to do with your self-worth. It has to do with limitations. You're going to feel like there's certain limitations that are being set on you that you're having to fight, that you're having to go through, and I think that you're confused why you're having to go through it. For some of you guys, there may be some type of job that's changing or a job that's ending, but I feel like there's a lot of jealousy at work. There's a lot of unnecessary drama and a lot of unnecessary arguments or certain challenges or obstacles, and it's because somebody is jealous of you. And I feel like you're really having to fight yourself on trying to take a level of control here. But I really do feel like when it comes to this, you need to kind of pull back the reins and you need to wait and observe. Everything is going to pan out, but during this time period, be very careful and very cognizant on certain restrictions that's happening right now when it comes to career and finance. Because I think you're frustrated. I think you're angry. I feel like there's people that are taking credit for your work. I feel like there's people that are coming in that are doing bullshit. And for you, it's like, we're a team. Or if you're not a team, it's like you're not being given the recognition that you've done. You've been very ambitious. You've been very, disciplined and conservative, and you feel frustrated right now and almost like pessimistic, because it's like, why do I have to keep fighting for my work? Why do I have to keep fighting to prove who I am? And it's interesting because I feel like also too, there's people that are talking, right? There's people that are talking about you. Here's the real tea, right? You never meet somebody that's hating on you that's doing worse than you, or that's doing better than you, right? You know why? Because a person that's doing better than other people, they could give two flying fucks what the person beneath them are doing. That's just the reality. So when you're having these people that are talking about you and there's all these unnecessary bullshit that's coming up, it has nothing to do with you. It says more about that other person that feels like they're not superior to you. That's why they have to try to bring you down to their vibration and lower it, okay? So I just wanted to mention that when it comes to your career and your finances. Don't give up. Fight for what's yours, and fight for your worth, because I feel like that's very significant. Now, love and romance, I feel like Cancer, there's a big tower moment coming. It's either hit or it's not hit yet, but I feel like there's some type of tower moment here that's forcing a level of change. And with this change, I feel like you're going to be transcending certain obstacles. I think that you're learning right now. I feel like it's a higher level of learning because it's the star energy, right? There's something here where you're really learning about you. Like, I feel like this Pisces season is really about you and learning who you are and really staying in this Empress energy. For some of you guys, you may be getting pregnant. Be careful, right? But it's something very unexpected. Think about it. It's Uranus energy and it's Pluto energy because you have the tower here, the star, the tower, okay, and also the Empress. Now, here's what I want to say. The tower hits first. Oh shit, that's the star. The tower hits first, right? The tower is 16. The star is 17. The reason that the star is 17 is because there's a sense of hope, right? There's a sense of renewal. But whatever was going on with your relationship, it had to be leveled because it wasn't right, right? It wasn't built on a steady foundation. It was built on a bed of lies. It was built on a bed of bullshit. And I feel like right now, you're taking time to heal. You're really taking time to get back to you and really appreciating yourself. And I feel like you're going to be ascending. You're getting ready for this new phase of union and expansion. And I feel like for some of you guys, you're definitely going to be meeting somebody new. You're going to be out there. You're going to be dating. There's somebody new that's possibly coming in. And I feel like somebody is coming in and they're really going to give you what you're worth, what your self-worth is. But I feel like there's a sense of healing that happens first. So.
Awesome. All right. We have Leo.
Yes.
Leo rising.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Leo, this new moon hits you in a really, this house is broad, so it could be very difficult or it could be very uplifting. However, whichever side it's falling on, as we've talked about with this Pisces energies, there's an opportunity for healing and for elevation, right? For things to get better. But this is the house of transformation and endings. It's the house of shared resources. It's the things that are in your psyche, the things that we pack away that we may not want to face ourselves or talk with other people about. This is a pretty heavy area of life, and all of this Pisces energy can be a really beautiful thing. It can come in and give you something, a level of relaxation. Also could be a level of confusion. It's the same theme depending on what's going on. If it's a difficult, if there are difficult things coming at you in that area, or if there are things that you're trying to transcend, it could be coming into gifts in that area of life. The things that are underneath, that are hidden in that area of life. It's all things mystical and secret and hidden and very deep, but it is the house of transformation and also represents death. So death and transformation. So it's a broad range there. It could be a very heavy time for Leo, and with Leo being a fire sign, which I talked about before, and very proud, right? So if Leo's struggling, they may not want to talk about it in a way that might show weakness on their part. So they might try and just sort of, keep their chin up and muscle through it even more. But, depending on the expression and what's going on, that is a tough house, if there are addictions, for instance, because, this Neptunian energy can also, it's prime for escapism, right? So, it's not a good time to go into escaping through chemicals, through drugs and alcohol, which Neptune also falls under the Neptunian Piscean energy. And in that area of life, if there are heavy things, or if you've had issues in that area before, or if you're dealing with close family members or a spouse, or anything like that is struggling in that area in their psyche, some kind of significant changes and transformations, the Pisces energy can come in, maybe cause some confusion, maybe amplify that a little bit. But again, there's faith there. There's support from above, from the universe, and going with the flow and leaning into that. Wait for that healing. Remember, we talked about how this new moon is also sextiling Uranus. There can be a sudden change, an epiphany, an aha moment, a wake up call if those things are going on. So, and that even could be serious things with your finances, debt for sure. But it is a very, very deep area of life that this Pisces energy is hitting. So, could be a lot of confusion. Wait for the healing, wait for the elevation, tap into your intuition, and keep the faith, because because with and Neptune's been in there, so that you could have been having, there could be a lot of sacrifice for you over quite a period of time. But Jupiter can give us some luck. If we've been working on it and trying to move things forward, we can be elevated out of that. So if you're having a difficult time, hang in there. And you know what, Leo? Don't, find somebody you can trust to talk to. Find a way to get it out, even if it's, if you're having a difficult time, because, again, sometimes Leos can, and I know, like I said, I'm a Leo moon, not picking on Leos. They're strong and they're leaders and they're proud, but don't let that get the best of you. So lean into it and at least look for help, universal help, right? Right. As Whitney always says, ask your guides, right? Tap into your dreams. Yeah.
When you're going through a lot of challenging times and you're having these emotional pulls, right? And struggles, I believe it's really about calling on your guides, right? It's a really, they're there to assist you. And if you're not asking for assistance, if you're not asking for help, then they're not going to help, right? It's they're over there yo, Leo has it, right, Aaron? So Aaron's I've been going through so much shit. Dude, legit.
Yeah.
Right? And I think that, for me, I'll literally say, help me be strong. Help me take away this pain. I don't want to feel this. I don't want to think about this. I don't want to feel this. And then it's gone. It's taken away. And it's I vocalize that, and they're there to assist. And I think that more people need to learn on how to utilize their guides. Is that something you guys would ever, want a video on? Spirit guides? Because, I feel very strongly on spirit guides. Big time. Big time. So, okay, let's get into it, Leo. I guess while you guys are over there thinking, got ghosted by a Cancer, then my finances took it.
There you go. That's exactly the house this is hitting. Hang on. Hang on. Is that T like nation? Hang on. Because,
so
yeah.
It's interesting, right? Because what you're supposed to be focused on right now, Leo, it's the Hierophant, and it's the King of Wands. It's yourself, right? But this is a higher elevated version of yourself, right? This is a version where, again, you're supposed to be focused on this spiritual elevation, right? A spiritual elevation. Okay, Kay, I'm gonna do it then, because I fucking and Jen and Teach Nation, I'm gonna do it because I really do love the aspect of spirit guides, because I think that we don't call on them enough. And I always tell Julian, Julian, tell the story really quick about what I told you with your guides. You don't have to say exactly what you said.
Yeah, I won't tell her. Okay, yeah. So Whitney says if there's something that's really bothering you, you can't, she's told me this before, and you can't wrap your head around it. And especially being an air sign and a Gemini, she was and she's a Gemini too, so, I don't take it offensively, but we do overthink. She's say it out loud. Even if you're by yourself, talk out loud. And I'm what? You know what? There's something to it. There's a vibration that is picked up, I think, when you vocalize things out loud. Yeah.
But I told her for 6 months?
Yeah.
And she fought it. And I'm yo, if you don't fucking ask your guides for help, I'm gonna kill you. Ask your guides for help, please.
Yeah. It's
important. You know what I mean? And it definitely gave her the clarity, and it usually gives me the clarity too. If you want to know what a situation is going to do, ask them for them to show you the best possible solution for that situation. And what happens is is they give you a very quick crash course in what a relationship can be or what it can't be or what this looks like or what it doesn't. So guys, anyways, that's like a whole other video, right? But I love the aspect of spirituality. And I feel like Leo right now, this is about a higher self, right? This is about a higher sense of learning. And it's really about tapping into this elevated version of yourself. There is a very strong message here, right? From your spiritual guides. You're being given advice, and I feel like it's hard to hear right now because there's so much chaos. And I feel like it's almost like you guys have to reground your energy, right? You have to reground it and get back to a sense of tradition. If you guys have fallen off the track where everything else, you know, phone and this and that, it's really about recentering yourself. Like, think about the Hierophant. The Hierophant is all about a higher sense of learning, right? For some of you guys, it's about going back to school. It's about a sense of education, but it's also about tradition, right? Going back to the basics. And that's what it represents for me, you know, the Hierophant. And it's about the basics pertaining to yourself. It's about putting you on center stage. It's about what's making you happy. It's about being controlled and focused and having this magnetic personality that I feel like your light has been dimmed for a period of time because of past situations, past choices, whatever it may be. But now it's like saying to you, like, you are the sun. This is about an inner personal purpose, an inner drive, right? This magnetic type of energy from source. And it's saying, do you have the will? Are you motivated enough? Do you have that sense of self-motivation, right? It's also tapping into that confidence. I am amazing. I am a Leo. I am the sun. There's only one sun that circles Earth. I can't say any other planet, but I know there's only one sun that circles Earth, right? And I feel like it's really about being confident in who you are and in your individuality. When you have that light, when you like, you know, think about it. There's like the Tinder swindler, right? That fool dressed like he was the shit, right? He played the part like he had everything. And guess what? People believed him. Why? Because he believed he was worth that. He showed the world that was his type of energy. He was very confident and very persuasive in what he did. Now, I'm not saying that's Leo energy, but what I'm saying is when you dress for your occasion, you dress for success. If you're somebody that wants to have a certain lifestyle, then you go in and you actively go after that, right? And I feel like for Leo too, it's a sense of grounding. You had to have your energy grounded because for some reason it was all over the place and the universe was like, oh no, come on over, come back down to earth. Let's refocus, let's reshift, and let's put things the way that they're supposed to go and put you back on center stage. Because if you're not on center stage, then you're not doing what's best, right, for you. For work, I don't know, for some of you guys, I feel like, you know, you may start doing podcasts. You may be somebody that is going to be in the limelight coming up, but I feel like you're really going after what you want. It's Aries energy, right? It's I'm going to get what I'm going to want, what I want, and I'm actively going after it. I feel like you guys are actively putting the work in. I feel like there's a lot of success here. If you guys are opening up a new business or having a new business opportunity, now is the time. You're being very confident and very sexy in who you are and very ambitious. And it's a very organized type of energy because it's this Aries energy of this drive, of this force, right? This Mars energy. You're having the courage and the ability to take a sense of action on your personal purpose. And I think that that's beautiful. It's very beautiful, right? Because what's happening here, Leo, is that you're showing your value. You're showing others, you know, why they should value you. And I think it starts with you. And I think that it has to do with the way that you're setting things in motion and the sense of intensity that's behind it. Because some type of mental attitude, right, Leo, is being ignited right now. Some type of mental attitude, it's activating this sense of success within inside of you. And I feel like there's a lot of positivity that's coming, especially with work and finances, as long as you go after it, as long as you take advantage. And there is like, it's a lot of fire, to be honest. When it comes to love and romance, I'm going to say this, okay? Here's the problem, right? We have two knights, the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles. So for some of you guys, you may be going back and forth between who you want, but I feel like this is different energies, right? You have an energy of somebody that wants to be out, that wants to, you know, explore, that wants to do whatever they want to do, right? It's an energy, a very expansive energy. It's a very free energy, right? But then you also have this Knight of Pentacles here. And it's somebody that's stalling the situation. I feel like you want to move things forward and somebody is stalling the connection, right? It's like you've been very patient with this person, but they're very slow moving. You've been very persistent. You've tried to be very understanding with this person. And I think that you're tired of not getting what you want. I think you're tired of things not progressing in the manner that they're progressing. And I feel like for a lot of you guys, yes, Teach Nation, I know that's right. But for a lot of you guys, what I think is happening here is you're going to have a sense of closure and a sense of healing when it comes to this person, because it's the Tower. It's breaking up this weird energy where it's start, stop, start, stop, start, stop. And either you're going to start dating somebody new, but you're also going to have a sense of healing when it does come to this person, because the thing is, you're moving on. Whether you're with this person or not, either they're going to get on the boat with you, drive the boat, they're going to get on the boat with you, or they're not. Either way, though, Leo, you're fine. But there's something here where you're moving forward with or without somebody else, because this energy where you're both going different directions, it doesn't work. You can't want to progress while this person wants to stall. It just doesn't work like that. So, because think about it, right? It's like this person wants to sit here and think about what to do, where to go, how to get there. It's like there's always a reason why it doesn't work, where for you, it's like, explain to me why it can't. I want it. We want this. I love you. You love me. Why can't we be together? Why can't this work? What is the real stall here? And I feel like you're having a sense of confidence here where it's like you're done with the toxicity. You're done with the relationship. You're done with this person's addictions or with their weird taboos. You're over it. You're over being breadcrumbed. You're over this narcissistic behavior. And you're finally saying, I'm moving forward. I'm over it. Whether they give you a sense of closure or they don't, you don't care at this point because you're giving yourself closure. So,
Leo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Virgo rising. Okay.
Yeah.
So Virgo, you've got all this Pisces, concentrated Pisces energy, and the new moon in Pisces in your 7th house of relationships and partnerships. So there could be some confusion there. Relationship issues, somebody coming and going, somebody's gone and you're not sure if they're coming back. Listen, Virgo is the visionary, right? The mutable earth sign that can straddle between both worlds. They can see it in their head and they can bring it into reality. And they see it and they want it to be a specific way. And if it doesn't show up that way, it can cause them to be very scattered and confused. And this Pisces energy and this new moon that is probably could have doubled down on that. You could be feeling a lot of confusion, a lot of fog. Definitely, if it's a relationship issue, that's where this is sitting. That's the house. I would step off of being so critical. Yes.
Hold on a second. Marcel, listen to what the hell Julian is saying with your Virgo rising ass. Go ahead. Just want to say that.
Yeah, like trying to control it and bring it in midst of all of this Pisces energy that's causing fuckery, confusion, what's unknown. It's like you can't make it happen. Yes, Virgo's the visionary. Virgo can bring what it imagines into earth form in a very specific, organized way. But when you've got all of this Pisces energy concentrated in that house, you can't do it right now. It's like you're trying to grasp at feathers and bubbles, and you're not going to get it. Feathers and bubbles, right? And yeah, and if you're in a relationship where the person that there's things going, you're not sure what's going on, there could also be a danger of alcohol and drugs and things like that going on there, or just maybe just not sure what the hell. Sit with it. The Pisces energy, it does water things down. That's really hard for an earth sign, right? Like you can pull it out of the air and bring it in. Don't let it get you scattered, because that mutable energy and all of that water can just kind of like, whew, you might feel like you're thinking or laying or stepping in like wet ground, like, and you hear the swoosh swoosh, like just lay down, let it come to you right now. Just have faith that healing is coming, clarity is coming. Set your intentions. Remember, and this is critical, with that sextile Uranus, things could turn on a dime. There's some grace coming, and if it doesn't come in the form that you want it to or feel it should be coming, it wasn't supposed to be. So try not to control it, because you can't. You can't control mud. You can't control quicksand. You just can't. And I know that's hard for Virgo rising. So I have a lot of Virgo. I have a Virgo stellium. So Mars, Uranus, Pluto, so I get it. Yeah, so that's the area of life, your relationships and partnerships. Definitely. Pisces, set your intentions, look for something to change in the full moon. Ride through the next month. Yeah.
I love it.
Ah.
I'm so here for it. Okay. Pisces, listen. Or not Pisces, Virgo. I always end up going on a tangent on Virgo's readings. I always feel like Virgos are like, God damn it, Whitney, stick to it. Okay, so overall energy of what you guys should be focused on, it's the Page of Pentacles and the High Priestess. So, kind of weird, right? I think that there's a new opportunity or a new thing that's coming to you, right? And I feel like it's coming to you in your dreams or subconsciously. Like, they're trying to show you something, Virgo. They, meaning your guides, the universe, God, whoever, it's like there's some type of new opportunity that's coming in for you that they want you to be very quiet about and they want you to work on. And I feel like there's some type of, also too, I don't know if you guys are seeing a healer or if there's some type of like, I don't know why, but I feel like there's some type of like healing that's happening with you. Like, but I think it's healing that it's not like you're trying to, but there is a sense of healing that's happening with this new moon. And I don't know why, Julene, but I'm getting that there is like,
well, Virgo is the healer, right? The visionary, the healer. Virgo, definitely. And healing the body. Virgo rules the sixth house, which is the house of health. It can be emotional health. It can be definitely physical health. So for sure, that fits. Wow.
Yeah, it's really about the metaphysical right now. It's about the ethers, right? Mm-hmm. And I think that you're in deep thought right now about what's going on, and be very cognizant of your visions, because I feel like, Virgo, you're going to be getting hit with a lot of visions right now. And pay attention, because you're going to start noticing like certain things are going to start jumping out at you. People are going to start saying things to you where you're like, oh shit, that could pan out, right? Or it's like if you're reading a book or you're reading a text message, certain words are going to become more bold or look like they're standing out or more 3D to you. Like, start paying attention, because I feel like it's really tapping into this High Priestess energy where you're not telling people what's going on with you, but there's a lot of changes that are happening underneath the surface. And I feel like you need to focus on that. There's also a new venture that you're supposed to be focused on that you're not supposed to talk about to people. For some reason, it's like they're not supposed to have their energy on it, almost. I don't know if that makes any sense, but it's like not being tainted by other people's energy. because there's something very big and beautiful coming, but it's not here yet, but you can feel it. I feel like Virgo can feel it internally, that there's a lot of change coming and a lot of healing. When it comes for work, I'm going to be honest, I feel like it's hot and cold with work. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like you got one foot in the door, one foot out the door, right? You're trying to go with the flow. I think you're being very patient right now when it comes to work, but you also want things to transform, and they're not transforming, I think, as fast as you want them to. And it's a lot of Jupiter energy, but I feel like it's stalled Jupiter energy. It's the Four of Swords, Four of Swords, and Temperance, right? I feel like you're also going to be getting some type of option here that you're going to have to consider. And I feel like you're going to be taking a lot of alone time and really processing like what you want to do that's going to make you happy. What you want to do that is best for you, that's going to harmonize things for you. And be careful, Virgo, because I feel like there's people that are talking to you or about you at work. And I feel like your responsibility right now is to really try to not allow other people to come into this energy, because honestly, the heavy sense of this Pisces new moon for you is healing, right? Spiritual healing, mental healing. It's also about getting your mind right. There's something here about your mind not being right, right? Going through a sense of heartbreak, going through a sense of, you know, things not working out the way that you wanted them to work out, where you feel like there was a tough lesson that was given, maybe even pertaining to relationships. But now it's like you're having this higher level of consciousness, this alone time, this sense of silence where you can really dig your feet in, and it's like your entire picture is starting to come together, right? But it's in your mind, Virgo, and I think that that's something that you guys do beautifully. But I also feel like for love and romance, or for work, it's like, be patient. It's coming together. What you want is coming. Just be very patient and be very quiet. Now is not the time to rock the boat. Now is not the time to, I don't know, go above and beyond. And I also think that you guys need a break. I think that there's something here where you're tired, where you need a moment. You know what I mean? Where you need to take some time and you really need to rest and reset and really ground your energy. When it comes to love and romance, I feel like for a lot of you guys, it's like, I don't know, I get like a 50-50 split, to be honest. I feel like you need time to heal 100%, because there was some type of major ending. It's Pluto, right? It's Death, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Magician. So I feel like there's a sense of awareness that's coming, like where you're consciously facing relationships that have been illuminated, that have been very frustrated up until this point. Oh, integrity and karma, you can either do a super chat or you can give, if you wanted to donate, you could donate to Jovi Star's Cash App or my PayPal, whatever works. You know, we appreciate whatever you give, and I just wanted to say thank you either way.
That's very sweet.
Yes, thank you. But I feel like I feel like with relationships, it's like something you don't want to deal with right now, right? I think that you have a lot of healing going on, and I feel like, you know, you were dealing with somebody in the past, Virgo, that was a runner. Like, they were codependent. They were in relationships. They had a fear of intimacy, right? They may have said that they wanted that, but there's a fear of intimacy here. Or you may have a fear of intimacy. Whoever it was, it's like they were too busy listening to their ego instead of, you know, receiving your affection, instead of receiving what you actually had to offer. And you kept trying and you kept trying. And for whatever the reasoning is, Pluto came through and it said, no more. You know, there needs to be a distinction between these energies because they're not on the same level, right? And I feel like you had to make a decision, and you had to have a sense of encouragement and a sense of courage to do something, right? Because what's happening here is there's a lot of stumbling blocks, right? That continue to happen with relationships. And I feel like it was really up to you with how you wanted to handle it. You know, what are you going to do? You almost felt like you were boxed in where you didn't have a choice. But the reality is, Virgo, you're the magician. You always have a choice. Whether or not you take the time to figure it out, whether or not you feel like you're worthy of it, that's something different. But there's always an option. There's always a choice here. And I feel like you're really working out the details when it comes to your foundation, with what you want in a partner, with what you're going to give, right? You want somebody that's going to pay attention to the details, right? What's your favorite color? What's your favorite candy bar? Like, are you stressed out? Are you on your period? Like, is this person going to bring a bag of chips or what? You know what I mean? Right? Like, that's that Virgo energy. Virgo pays attention to the minute details. And this may be a situation where maybe it's not vocalized how much this person cares about you, but they show you through how they pay attention. And I think that what's happening here is you're manifesting this perfect partner, especially after this ending, because it was an ending nonetheless. And I feel like you're taking time to heal. You're taking time, you know, being very strategic, you know, not being an option anymore, you know, being happy and making happiness yourself versus putting it into somebody else, and not allowing somebody to come in and ruin your routine, right? Virgo is all about routines. And I feel like whoever this person was, they came in and they fucked with your routine. And I feel like there's somebody here that is going to unconditionally love you and is going to unconditionally give to you kisses, right? It can be a new situation, but for some of you guys, I feel like you're running away from it. You're like, oh no, I just need some time. I'll come back to you guys in a few. That's what I think. Yeah. It's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Go ahead, your turn.
Okay, we have Libra risings. Okay. So Libra rising, they like their balance, right? They're always trying to balance. Yeah, they want things balanced. And right now, this may be hitting their day-to-day routines, and things may feel a little off kilter and kind of like just effed up, and definitely with the Pisces energy watered down. Also, health-wise, they might be feeling like some really weird, odd health symptoms. You know, Neptune rules viruses. You got all Neptune rules Pisces. You got the new moon there. Might have some things going on with their health. Maybe just feel a little off. If nothing else, feel like their sleeping is off. So they might just be out of balance, just like kind of feeling like they're walking on sand or water in, you know, during the day, and maybe their body doesn't feel as good as it normally does. You know, Libra rising, it's an air sign, balance again, and they like to be able to move freely, you know, so they can balance things out, and that they might be having a tough time with that right now in that area of life. So if there's a health issue, or you know, a day-to-day work issue, or you know, even you know, the people that are around them might not be, could be health that way. People they're responsible for taking care of, they might like be forgetting, like, oh, I was supposed to do that, like if they have kids, or oh, I needed to, you know, just a little off balance, a lot of watered down, a lot of maybe like in the clouds, you know, walking around going, oh, what's going on? Yeah, I definitely, for Libra risings, this new moon is a time to manifest what you want to do in your day-to-day routines. Manifest how, you know, healing for your body. Neptune and all this Pisces energy can give you a boost of healing. Again, it's elevation, it's grace. So set your intentions, as we all do with new moons, that if there's anything like that going on in your life, and the Libra is feeling out of balance and a little watered down, start setting yourself up and lean into you know, the universe bringing you a gift. Jupiter coming in and bringing you a gift and lifting you up and putting, like almost placing you, like ending where you were in that situation and placing you in a new place, and bringing you something new and higher, and, you know, Yeah, just it's more settled, back on solid ground where Libras like to be, or at least in balance. So yeah, that's what's going on with Libra. I know some Libra risings, and they are struggling with their physical body a little bit right now, and
For
their
sure.
sleep. Yeah, so that could be going on with the other Libra risings out there as well.
Well,
So
I'm a Libra rising, and my
I
ass is
know.
not sleeping, okay? And I definitely have been struggling health-wise, like just like I don't know, I just haven't been feeling like normal or like myself. I guess like that's the best way to put it. So Libra, heavy focus on what you should be focused on. It's the King of Wands. Ew. But it's also with the Six of Pentacles, right? Like, here's the thing, Libra. Libras are the flirt of the zodiac. Show me in the comment section, is there a bigger flirt than Libra? Libra is charismatic, they're charming, right? They're fucking funny as hell, right? Like, there's something here, Libra, where I feel like you're, love you too. Enjoy your
Oh,
gym
thank
time.
you.
Um, Marcel's hella funny. He's a Capricorn, and I'm trying to get him to do a podcast. So, and I'm trying to get him to come onto a podcast with me to do a male perspective of things, since he's a dude
Oh,
and
how
he's a
fun.
Gemini moon. I know, right? So, like, you
Yeah.
guys sit there and pick his brain as a man, why he does the things he does, right?
Oh,
I
good
think that'd be
idea.
right. I think it'd
Don't
be
be
kind of.
afraid, Marcel. We'll be nice to you.
I know he's like, I gotta take some time. I'm like, bro, what the fuck do you need time for? It's just questions, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, Marcel needs to get a little pep in his step and handle business. 10-10.
Yeah.
Okay, so back to what I was saying. But Libra, I feel like right now you're feeling confident. I feel like you're feeling sexy. This is really about you. It's really about you shining. It's about your personal inner purpose. And I feel like your energy right now is illuminating. And I feel like you have a lot of people that are paying attention to you, right? I'm putting you on blast like that, dog, for sure. Okay? Marcel is single. He is a single bachelor for any of you lovely ladies out there. He is a Capricorn, Gemini moon, and a Virgo rising. What else, Marcel? He likes long
Uh,
walks on the beach.
she just
He's a
plugged you.
fantastic father. He has 3 girls, and they're so fucking cute. Given all your tea, he's in the Bay Area. Okay, so I can be like the matchmaker here. Isn't that awesome? All right. Boop. Back over to it. Libra, like, you're getting a lot of attention right now. It's a lot of positive attention. I feel like there's a lot of generosity going on. It's really, like Julian said, about being balanced. I feel like you have a lot of people that are reaching out to you right now because you look good, you feel good, you smell good. Even if you've gone through hell, it's like, hey, like, I'm still a Libra, right? It's like, I'm the Empress, okay? Like, I'm not going to do this. And I think that that's the funny thing about Libras is Libras always have an option. Always. But I also think, in Libra, I am going to say this, that, you know, you may be getting gifted here, especially with money. Like, I don't know what's going on, but there may be some type of payout. There may be something here where you're receiving some news about finances. You're receiving news because it's Moon in Taurus, right? So Moon in Taurus is a very slow moving energy, but once a Moon in Taurus knows that they love you or knows that they want you, boom, then they want you, right? So I think it's a very fascinating type of energy for what's coming in for Libra. And when it comes to finance and career, it's the Empress. Okay, it's manifesting your own abundance, right? You are money. It's having that type of mentality, right? Damn, like, I just took a hit financially. Well, guess what? I'm abundance, right? Money is all around me. If I want it, I can create it because I'm the earth, right? Money grows from trees, but I am money because I am the universe, right? It's having that type of energy. And I feel like there's going to be a lot of more than one opportunity coming in for you financially to make money. And I think that you're going to have to make a decision where you're going to move forward. You're going to have different options, and there's going to be a lot of progression. Even in your career and finance, you may have 2 different people that are splitting, right? 2 different paths that you can decide. One of them you may have to travel, but I also see that there's some type of beautiful partnership that's coming in when it comes to work. So you may be meeting somebody at work, or you may be coming into some type of partnership with somebody pertaining to work and your finances, where you decide that you're going to go in a partnership with them. Not romantically, but I'm saying like as far as like work is concerned. Hey, Allie. Okay, so for love and romance, it's the Ace of Wands. And it's the Nine of Cups. And it's the Ten of Cups. With, okay, Hand of Cards, Mirror, and Love. So let's talk about it. First of all, Libra. There's a lot of people that want you that I think are very sexually frustrated when it comes to you. Okay? That's first and foremost. And I feel like you're going to have some type of new opportunity, or there's some type of good luck, some type of creative spark, some type of attraction to somebody. But I feel like you have your choice, right? Six of Pentacles, Hand of Cards. You have to take a risk right now and take a chance. But I also feel like you're being very strategic and you're not showing people your hand. So if you're talking to somebody, Libra, they don't know if you're talking to somebody else. Because for you, it's like, until I have a ring on my finger, why should I give up my other options, right? It's like the moment you give up your other options, all of a sudden that person acts like an asshole, and then you got to go pick up your other options, right? Like I feel like that's Libra right now, where it's like, wait a minute, hold my beer. Let me figure out what I need to do. And I feel like you're being very strategic right now. And I do think that you are going to be taking a gamble when it does come to love, because there's somebody here that's mirroring you. There's somebody here that you're reflecting, like you and this person have the same issues as a child, like the same issues that are striking, the same issues that are affecting you. And I feel very, very strongly that it's a sense of introspection. And I feel like that's why you do pick somebody, because you love them. Right? And I feel like there's something here where you really want somebody, Libra, and I feel like that person comes forward and they do the right thing. I think that they offer you expansion, right? It's the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups comes after the Eight of Cups. You had to turn your back and walk away from somebody. You had to walk away from somebody because you had to learn to operate within your self-worth. It wasn't worth what you were going through. You had to abandon whatever was happening because they weren't adding to your value. Now, all of a sudden, this person views you as somebody very shiny. When they look in the mirror, they see somebody and they're like, I want you. I want to be with you. They love you. There's a level of unconditional love and oneness and self-love that's coming here that's making you very attractive. And it's followed it up with the Ten of Cups. It's something that makes you at a core level happy. But on top of it, it's building foundation, right? It's security. It's emotional security right now. It's a lot of passion. It's a lot of chemistry. And I feel like there's some type of lasting relationship that's coming here. And it's something that you've been waiting for a period of time. And I feel like whoever you're dealing with, Libra, like the reality is they're addicted to you. They love you. And I think that even as much as they try to run, guess what? Their heart is still attached to you. And it's like there's this imaginary string that keeps pulling them back towards you. It's a very interesting type of energy. And I honestly can tell you that you're going to be going through this Phoenix rising phase in your relationship, where you're going to hit a new phase where you are going to rekindle with somebody. And it's going to be a huge transformation because for whatever the reasoning is, I think that somebody's done making you an option, because what they're realizing is as many options as they think they have, you have probably more than what they have. And your options are a lot better than theirs. So that's what I'm kind of picking up. Julie?
All right. Moving on to Scorpio. Okay. Scorpio rising. This new moon is hitting you in an area of life that could be affecting your romantic relationships, how you're moving around and interacting socially. It could be affecting your finances in some way, especially if you're dabbling in the stock market or cryptocurrency. I know that seems weird, but this is really the area of life that any of those things. Also your children. So, it's a lot of Pisces, a lot of water energy, a lot of the unknown. What I worry about with Scorpio rising folks, even though they're technically a water sign, Scorpions don't like to get wet. And even if they're Scorpio has an evolutionary process. It's the scorpion, it's the phoenix rising, it's the eagle, right? None of them really like to get wet and in water, and they don't really do well in confusion. I would say to Scorpio risings, if you're struggling in the area of your children, if you're looking to create and manifest something into the future that is healing for your children, for a romantic relationship, for some kind of a financial gamble that you may or may not be dealing with right now, is obsession and control, and doing something like going back in and being afraid of what's going on, and kind of turning it upside down. Listen, Scorpio rising, Scorpio likes to kill things, transform it, blow it up, and bring it out. But right now, in trying to over control, just like with an air sign or a Gemini, overthinking, you could actually drown in that. Again, with Pisces and Neptune, there's a lot of opportunity for healing, but there's a lot of confusion. There are a lot of things going on, a lot of water that Scorpio risings don't do well with. Again, Scorpionic energy goes down to the depth. Be very careful of chemicals and drugs and alcohol right now. But whatever's going on in those areas, rather than completely try and over control and obsess and then ruin it, like Scorpio, you don't want to burn something to ashes. Not everything you burn to ashes is going to rise the way that you had envisioned it. It's good to think about it. So in this Pisces energy, when things are foggy and unclear, sit back and let it come to you. Again, that's the overriding theme with this Pisces energy. Whatever's going on in your life or whatever you want to manifest, it's also the area of life of your creativity. And Scorpio is very mystical. Scorpio has a very strong connection to its psychic abilities. So that would, if that's what you're experiencing an expansion of that right now, it's a really good place to sit and tap into that intuition with that heavy Pisces energy. New moon, setting the intention. If anything's going on in any of those areas of life, set those intentions and roll with it. Roll with it rather than trying to obsess and control. Not a good time to remember. You can't blow things up when there's that much water. It's just going to water down. So be careful.
Oh.
Worry about the Scorpio rising. Be careful.
Woo! That's rough.
Well, it could be, maybe not, but that's where the astrology sits. For sure. Yeah.
Well, I think, Scorpio right now, you're really supposed to be focused on your finances, focused on something new, focused on some type of new endeavor, on your abundance, on an opportunity, on some type of financial gain in money. That's what's coming in strongly. But also, too, just like Julian said, your main focus should be your children, right? Your family, right? Cancerian energy. It's really about, tapping into this very loving energy. It's emotional, right? But I feel like, it's interesting because I feel like emotionally, like, I don't know why, but I feel like they're drowning a little bit emotionally. Mm-hmm. And I feel like what happens here is like you need to reshift your focus, and you need to change it, and you need to find a different way to express it. And I think that what happens here, if you tap into this very emotional, aspect, I think it just sinks further. So that's why I feel like what they're saying to you is tapping into this Ace of Pentacles, right? Tapping into something that brings you a sense of ease and comfort, because it's such a heavy type of energy, because it's water on water. And I feel like if you guys can do that, I think what happens is there's a level of productivity and vision and insight that you're going to be getting, especially financially. Because right now, I feel like there's a struggle, right? When it comes to finances and career. You're fighting yourself right now. You're fighting on, having a sense of control, whether or not to take a sense of action, right? Aries energy, do I fight for this? Do I not fight for this, right? What's best for me? What's best for Scorpio? using your intuition. You want to take a level of action right now, I feel like, Scorpio, even though your intuitiveness, even though your intuition is telling you not to. Your intuition is saying it's not right now. Chill out for a second. And I feel like it's an internal struggle, right? On your self-worth. Because there's somebody here, I feel like, at work that's pissed you off, and you're like, no. You don't know who I am. You don't know what I've done. It's like you're really having to fight for what's yours, whether that's financially, whether that's physically. Like, there's something here where you're frustrated because it's constant obstacles and you're trying to be understanding, but then the other aspect of you is like, fuck being understanding. It's time to fight for this shit. It's time to really go out and take what's yours. And I think that that's very apparent here when it comes to, you know, career and finances. Because I feel like there is money coming in. I do feel like there is going to be a large gain financially, but I think it's something that you're definitely going to have to fight for, 100%. Now, love and romance, Scorpio, I'm going to be honest. I feel like it's being blocked right now. I feel like your love life, there is some type of weird block on it. It's the Two of Swords, right? That's Moon in Libra. There's something that's not balanced here in the situation, right? This is you're dealing with somebody that's very self-absorbed. It's a very one-sided relationship, right? This is somebody that possibly love bombs you or something to that type of energy. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but you're dealing with somebody that's very much about themselves and what's best for them. And with this energy, it's like this person, I feel like, has stabbed you in the back multiple times. And now it's like they've come back around for another go round to see whether or not you're going to accept it or if you're not. And I feel like there's a sense of like addiction with this person. This person is very off balance. There's something about this person that's chemically off balance. That's coming in very strongly. And I feel like this person has used you in the past. I feel like you've tried to enable certain boundaries with this person, and this person just doesn't get it for whatever the reasoning is. And now I feel like they're coming back around and they're like telling you that they want to work on it. But the problem is they do the same thing over and over and over again, Scorpio, which is why I feel like you're telling them like no more. Like, you're definitely putting your guard up. Like, you feel like this person doesn't balance you. You feel like this person doesn't do the right thing for you. And right now I feel like you're taking some time to do some soul searching. I don't know why, but you know, that's Virgo energy, but I feel like there's a lot of anxiety when it comes to this person, because it's like they come, they get what they want, and then they move on. It's like they come and they destroy, and then they leave, and then you're left to pick up the pieces. You're left to rebuild, and this person is always sabotaging anything that's coming in. And they give it to you in the sense of, well, I want to work on it. I want to do this, or I want to do that. And the reality is it's like very toxic what they're doing, because it's always stopping your level of forward movement. Because what they do is they come and you're moving forward and they stop it, right? You're on a boat, right? This person is like, oh, they're trying to move on. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and drop a bomb in the middle of the boat. So then the boat has this hole in it and it's sinking. And you're on the boat like, what the fuck? I'm moving on from you. Why are you doing this? You don't want me. So why are you here? And I feel like this person's purpose is for control. You're dealing with somebody that is a narcissist. You're dealing with somebody who, you know, likes to use people. And the moment that you enable these boundaries with them, Scorpio, that's when they go harder. That's when they become out of control. That's when all of a sudden you have to fight for your stability, fight for your right. I mean, for some of you guys, this is a physical situation that you've had to deal with somebody where there is some type of physical encounter with them, where you're worried that this person, you don't know what they're going to do because they're interfering with your life, where you're trying to stay in this very scorpionic energy where it's like, I'm going to get you, motherfucker. You just wait. But at the same point in time, that Aries energy is kicking in, and it's like, I don't want to wait to fuck you over. I want to go ahead and give you a swift kick in the dick right now, and I don't care what the outcome is, right? It's that type of energy that I feel like is coming in right now when it comes to Scorpio. So,
yikes. Yeah.
It's interesting.
There's
it's
always,
very,
it's like a prism always with Scorpio, right? It's like,
yeah,
yeah,
it totally is. But I think the
yeah.
good thing though is like if you focus on something new, if you focus on your family, if you focus on your stability and your foundation, everything else comes together. But it's doing that that's going to be challenging because this person is going to tempt you. So,
Woohoo. Okay.
Sagittarius?
Sag. Yes. This Sagittarius rising. This moon is happening in your fourth house, which is your home, foundation, your family, your roots. So that's even your inner child, uh, childhood trauma, even just anything in and around your home life and your foundation. Things could have been a little bit unusual lately for a while. You could have experienced a lot of endings in that area, uh, dissolution of things. There could have been some legal things, even lies, deceits, just a lot of unknown. Um, that could actually mean your physical home too, like real estate, just anything that has to do with your home and foundation. I'm feeling it's probably more of, you know, the inner child bringing up childhood issues, or just kind of balancing out what's going on with your home and your family, which can be difficult for Sagittarius rising as a mutable fire sign. And you know they're known for their strength, their physical strength, and their ability to move and get things done. Agility for sure. So this is a heavy concentration of water and Pisces energy that has been there in that area for a while, but now we have the new moon there and Jupiter coming in there, which could expand that or create more confusion in the interim. Definitely a place for you to set your intentions. What do you want to resolve in your family of origin, if that's the case? What do you want to create in terms of your foundation going forward or for your family? If there are struggles or anything going on, have been anything going on in that area, now's the time to manifest healing and assistance, spiritual assistance, and really have faith. Have faith that you'll be carried through. So, setting the intentions during this new moon, hoping that this nice little sextile with Uranus comes through and creates a break in the action and brings you what it is that you're working towards or that needs to be healed. You may, you know, you just might feel, you might be at home, if stuck there, or being brought into your home environment and not really feeling like you have much latitude there. You might kind of feel like you've been sat down in that area, and it's very, very confusing. And you know, but again, it's like ask for that assistance, get quiet, tap into your intuition, let the universe guide you, and have faith. What is it that you want to create? Again, the full moon comes in the middle of the month. Pisces, this Pisces energy, it's so concentrated. This rare new moon is there to elevate you. So, yeah, that's the area of life for Sag. Tough.
Yay.
Yay.
Well, you know, to
Good,
piggyback
Sag.
off that, I feel like for Sagittarius, um, you know, I feel like this is really about enabling boundaries, right? And I think that it's also about, you know, your self-worth. I don't know why. I feel like now is a time where you're being very protective. You know, with this new moon, you're supposed to be protective. You're supposed to be very territorial of your surroundings. And I feel like you're supposed to be very focused on your day-to-day, right? Your day-to-day things, certain things that you're juggling, you know, creating a sense of balance. But I feel like it's physical balance, it's financial balance, and it's also about keeping yourself busy, but also having a sense of adaptability. And sometimes that tends to be hard, right? Because usually having the ability to adapt sometimes doesn't go hand in hand with stability. I feel like, at least for me personally, like You know, I always think of like that Kermit meme where he's like, woo, like that's like adaptability, right? And then, you know, I just feel like right now you're supposed to be really, really focused on also too your body. Like I feel like Sagittarius is working out. I feel like Sagittarius is very focused on their physical appearance. And also, again, I feel like there's some sense of juggling here. There's you're keeping yourself very busy right now because I think that you're trying to control the aspects of your life that you know, it's like if love and romance are falling, you're you know, very focused on your body, you're focused on your finances, you're focused on other aspects and other areas. And I feel like you're focusing on the right things, but also being very territorial at the same point in time where you're not accepting bullshit, right? Give me what I want or get away. You're taking a higher ground also where you're not allowing people to come in. It's like, no, 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 you stay over there, right? I feel like you're not even entertaining people right now. Like you don't even want to even think about it, right? I also feel like when it comes to career and finance right now, you know, I feel like you're a go-getter, right? You're very daring. You're fucking hilarious. Like show me a Sag that's not hella funny. Like Sages make me laugh so hard because they're just, you know, it's like Sag is like the opposite of Gemini. Like Gemini thinks all the fuck shit, but Sag says it, right? Sag is like, hey, fuck you, you know? Like where Gemini's like, well, I wanted to say that, but I didn't, you know? So Sag right now, I feel like, you know, there's a lot of karmic lessons that are happening right now, but as much as you feel like, damn, they need to keep you down, they're not, right? You're like, hey, you thought like this situation didn't work out with me. Well, guess what? I have all this other stuff that I do, right? Like I also have something on the side that I'm very creative with, whether it's music, whether it's, you know, something creative. Like I feel like you're just out living your best life. And I feel like you're trying to be restricted right now, right? I feel like there's certain people that are trying to restrict you and you're just like, fuck it, balls to the wall. You know, it's like, I'm going to do me. And I feel like you're doing you beautifully. And I feel like whatever karmic lesson has happened recently with your finances, I feel like there's a sense of success coming. And I feel like it's because you've stayed true to yourself. You've stayed true to Sag, you know? I'm not going to conform because you told me to conform. Like, I don't give a fuck if it's your company or not. You hired me. You know, you knew how I was when you hired me. So why are you acting like I need to change? You hired me because you liked me. You thought I was funny. Now you don't want me to be funny? Get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean? Hey, Nancy. Oh, I love Nancy. Nancy is amazing. But it's that type of energy, right? It's acknowledging Sag. Like, I feel like you're like, yeah, did I just get kicked in the dick? Yeah, did I just get slammed, like body slam tough? Absolutely, right? But at the same point in time, you're like, that's not going to stop me from having a good time. In fact, I'm about to go to the bar and go have a drink because it's been a rough day and tomorrow's a new day, right? It's being optimistic during times where you feel like you need to be pessimistic. Where other people want to bring you down, you're like, oh no, oh, not me, right? It's also removing yourself from this toxic or negative energy that's coming in very strongly. Like, I feel like you guys are just like, if it's too heavy, if the energy is too heavy, it's like, peace out, Girl Scout. Not today, Satan. I'm not doing it. And I feel like because you have this light energy, there is some type of achievement. And I feel like people are looking at you in a different fashion and in a different way, which I think is beautiful. As far as love and romance is concerned, I feel like you guys have kind of been just stuck a little bit. And I feel like you're walking away from somebody because you're having a different perspective. Like, I think that you've waited for this person to do the right thing for a period of time, and they've just kept you stuck. And the one thing about Sagittarius is they want to be in constant motion, right? What are we doing? What is the purpose of this? I don't want to be stuck. Explain to me why I'm stuck. Why should I be stuck, right? And I feel like you're finally surrendering or letting go to the fact that maybe this person isn't what they're supposed to be, because it's outdated thinking. Like, maybe you're like, man, I thought I really loved that person and I thought that they were my forever person. I thought they were my twin flame, when in reality, they just fucking suck. That's hella sad, right? Hey, man, you fucking suck. I don't like you anymore. In fact, I'm going to go over here. And I feel like there's somebody here, Sag, that has a crush on you that really likes you. Like, they really fuck with you tough. And I think that You know, they're flirting with you. I think that this is somebody that definitely wants to date you. And I feel like you're going to be meeting somebody new and you're getting back out on the dating scene, which is going to make you really, really happy. So that's what I have for Sag.
Nice for Sag.
Yep.
Okay. Capricorn.
Hey, Snappy Cappy.
Capricorn. Capricorn is experiencing this new moon, all this Pisces new moon energy in their third house. So it's their intellect, you know, the mind, the messenger. Capricorn risings with the third house Pisces are very, very psychic. Usually, the messages come, might be a little bit watered down, or they've actually experienced a heightened level of that. And, you know, there could be things going on in that area of life, you know, in your immediate neighborhood, you know, friends, extended family members, your siblings. Your intuition, if it's fogged right now or it's a little bit too watered down, if there are things going on that are confusing, definitely Capricorn risings in that area of the mind. Pisces, they have that mind. They are able to tap into that intuition and sit with that. They're very used to dealing with Pisces energy in their thought processes. With this heavy Pisces energy, their perception can be a little bit watered down as well. So manifest, you know, what you want to happen in that area of life for yourself. Tapping in meditation would be really good for Cap risings right now. Sleeping, journaling your dreams, writing for sure. And yeah, waiting for something to change. I think for Cap risings, there will be some heightened, you know, intuition, bursts of intuition, new ideas, things that will come to them. It's a lot of water right now, but there's a lot of inspiration and elevation there in that area of life. So that's what could be going on for Capricorn risings. Kind of a cool moon. I mean, it's a cool moon for everybody. The opportunities are limitless with this energy. It's just getting through the fog, if that's what you're experiencing. But I think, you know, Capricorn, who doesn't know Capricorn rising that's not trying to build something that's really, like, they're always moving and shaking, you know, and very serious about, you know, the structure of their lives. So this added extra temporary water energy, I think, is going to enhance Capricorn's ability to build something really strong going into the future. So I like this new moon for Capricorn. Yeah.
It sounds amazing.
Yeah.
So Capricorn, I feel like the overall energy of the moon for you is, I feel like you're in this Queen of Swords, and honestly, it's a lot of Libra energy, if you want me to be honest. So it's a sense where you're judging, right? And I think that you're in this place where, I don't want to say you're cold, but it's really like a no bullshit, right? It's like you're cutting out things that are very toxic. You're cutting ties with people. You're cutting through the illusions. You're cutting through the temptation, and you're really seeing things very clearly. You're seeing things as black and white, right and wrong, right? It's no longer this energy of, okay, well, maybe, yeah, well, no, that I'm going to give that person the benefit of the doubt. No, it's like right now you're really sitting there and you're like, yeah, no. 1 + 1 is 2. It's not fucking apple. It's not blue. It's 1 + 1 is 2. So if 1 + 1 is 2, you're full of shit, right? It's having this type of energy where it's very truthful, but it's also having a low tolerance for bullshit, right? It's having a low tolerance for things that are not serving your higher purpose, things that are not serving your higher good. And I feel like right now you're eliminating anything toxic or anything that's temptation or doesn't belong in your life. Like, you're really cutting ties with this devil energy, with this toxicity, with just different things, because what's happening here is, I feel like you're learning that you have to set certain limitations for people. Because I feel like the thing about Capricorn is, like, Capricorn does give a lot and give and give and give. Capricorns do really give. Like, Capricorns will take a lot of shit until they're like, fuck you. right? Like my son is a Capricorn, and even with his friends, I'll be like, why do you let them talk to you like that? Why do you let them treat you like that? Oh, they're my friends, but they're not your friends if they're treating you like that, right? And then it's like me saying that to him, he's like, yeah, that's right. Like maybe they aren't my friend. So I feel like you have a low tolerance for bullshit right now. And I feel like that's a heavy emphasis. When it comes to career and finance, for some of you guys, if you're doing a court case, I don't know if you mentioned that. Was that this or was that, yeah, court case? I feel like you're going to be very
Yeah.
successful.
Jupiter
Yeah.
can do that. It also rules the law, and in that area, which is tangible area, there could be some kind of legal confusion going on there for sure.
But it's weird though, because I feel like everything pans out the way that it's supposed to, especially with the Six of Wands here. So I do feel like you're victorious, whether, there's some type of legal contract that you're signing, whether it's a decision that you're making, some type of agreement that you're coming to. I think that things balance out, and I feel like it's because you're very clear, you're very decisive on what you want and what you don't want. And what's happening here is because you're so clear, everybody else is seeing things your way. It's like you have the ability to convince somebody right now because there's a sense of like charisma behind you, right? It's like, I don't know how to explain it correctly because in my mind, I'm like, I see it, but I'm having a hard time explaining it. But I feel like because you're being so honest and open and precise, it's like everybody's like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Like you're leading the pack, you're leading the way here, especially when it comes to work. And I feel like you're being recognized. I feel like you're being recognized for all of your hard work. I feel like there's a sense of public recognition. There's a sense of fame. There's a lot of progress that's being done. And I feel like you're going to be receiving some good news, whether that's a promotion, whether that's a raise, like something is definitely coming in here that's really setting the tone, and you're going to have a sense of clarity on where you're going. And I feel like this situation in the past has made you upset. In the situation in the past, you felt like you weren't being recognized. You're doing all this work, but nobody is really seeing everything that you're truly doing. And it's like, finally, you're having the right people recognize you. There's somebody here that's judging you. And what's happening is because you're doing the right thing, there's a lot of expansion. It's Jupiter energy, right? It's expansion in the process. And it's huge, right? There's a lot of good luck and fortune that's coming here. And you should be very optimistic with a sense of pride that you've done the right thing and you fought for what you needed to fight for. And now, because of that, because you've stayed in your truth, right? Because you fought for what you wanted, it's like it's all coming full circle for you. Now, let's see. Love and romance, things are changing, Capricorn. Huge change. Sagittarius energy, Taurus energy, Libra energy, Capricorn energy. There's a huge shift for you when it comes to love and romance. You may be dating somebody that's at a distance, but I also feel like you're talking to multiple people. I feel like there's an exchange of messages back and forth. It's like you and this person, whoever is coming in here, they're also, this is going to be a twin flame type of connection where you feel like you've met your person. You feel like you've met the one. All of a sudden, Capricorn, I feel like there's a sense of abundance when it comes to, romance, when it comes to this person. You've kept a very positive mindset. I feel like you've manifested this person. It may be somebody from your past, even like from childhood, that's coming back, and it's like, they're offering you a sense of stability, but you're very happy. There's a lot of expansion and playfulness. Be careful, because with expansion, it can be even your family expanding. But I feel like you're going to really enjoy one another. It's a sense of growth. And I feel like this is somebody that may have been a runner before, where they never gave you the time of day. They never really took you seriously. Now, all of a sudden, they're taking you seriously. Now they want to have the conversation. Now they want to, savor the moment with you. And I feel like it's because you've built this friendship first, and now this person is trusting you. And it's like they're seeing you through a different set of like glasses, or like a different lens. Very beautiful, honestly. It's a lot of change, and it's a lot of beautiful growth that's coming. So, yeah.
Nice. Yay, Cap.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
So last but not least, we have Aquarius.
Yes.
So So, Aquarius. All of this new moon is happening in the house that where you identify with what you have, what you own, what your resources are, how you're making money. It also what you love, everything that you value. So a lot of transition, a lot of heavy water energy in that area. You could be you could have been manifesting more money, more resources, or you could be in a state of confusion where you feel like there are a lot of endings there, a lot of unknowns there. It's time, this new moon is time for you to set intentions around what you value. What is it that's truly important to you? Tangible items, what you love, what you need. Hold faith that if you don't have enough, or you're fearful, you feel that something may not be coming to you, or something has ended, that manifesting and setting your intentions for creating what it is you want in that area of life, having what you need to keep you comfortable. That's what this new moon is focusing on for you. That's the area of life. So between now and the full moon, set those intentions and have faith. Also could be an area for you where you're feeling compassionate and you might be wanting to give of yourself, especially with what's going on in the world right now. So it could be either way. It depends on the status of that. If you're in a place where you feel like you have enough, you appreciate what you have and you want to give, that would be an area or something that you could do during this new moon as well. That could give back what you have accumulated for yourself, what you value. So that is what's going on for Aquarius.
That is beautiful. And I'm going to say, like, this new moon, it's bringing in, like, what you're passionate about, and it's a lot of emotions, right? Like, it's, as much as there's physical stability, I don't get that. Like, I get that it's you getting back to, like, the old you, right? Because I feel like Aquarius, up until this point, it's like almost like you were a shell of yourself, right? Like whether you were in a mundane situation and you weren't happy, whether it was with your partner, whether it was with career and finance, like I feel like you're really getting back to you. You're getting back to who you were, prior to everything breaking down or prior to everything going sideways. And I think it's a very beautiful energy because you're focused on, making memories. You're focused on your friends right now. You should be focused on, some type of second chance at love that's coming up, possibly with a Scorpio or a Leo, Pisces, Aries, Gemini is here. But I feel like you're in a very nostalgic state, right? And you're like really living in this type of like euphoric moment. And I feel like you're doing what's best for you. And when you do what's best for you, it's like everything kind of comes together. You're putting yourself first. You're putting yourself at center stage. I feel like there's somebody from your past that's coming back into the future and that's really reigniting this sense of passion with you. Do you know what I'm saying? Like they're really reigniting you. They're really reigniting what you stand for. And I feel like it's like you feel young again with this new moon. With career and finance, it's the 10 of Cups with the 2 of Wands. No matter what you do right now, as long as you go about it with a positive mindset, I feel like Aquarius, everything that you've wanted, everything that you've dreamt of, your perfect situation, I feel like it's coming full circle. I feel like it's right in front of you, and I feel like you're going to have a couple of different options with how you want to go. The cool thing is, it doesn't matter if you go right, it doesn't matter if you go left. Either way, you're going to be set up to succeed, and you're going to be set up for stability because it's what's making you happy, and it's because you're following your life purpose, right? It's heavy Mars energy. For work, you're taking a level of action on what makes you happy, right? On your soul purpose, right? On your spiritual vision, right? What you wanted for yourself. And I think that what you're realizing here is that it's not always about the money, but it's about how you feel on the inside, right? How does it make you feel? Is this something that really ignites you? Is this somebody that really makes you want something more? Or is it something that you feel like holds you back? And I feel like right now you're in a position where you're being looked at as somebody that's very valuable. You're being looked at as somebody that they're planning a sense of progression with. And I feel like you have different streams of income that are going to be coming in. I feel like there's some type of like ending where if you wanted the best thing that you could want with your career and finance, I feel like that's happening. Like, I feel like there's a lot of people that are recognizing you for what you're doing and for your self-worth. And I think it's beautiful. For love and romance, you have the Lovers and the Four of Wands. For some of you guys, you're definitely going to get married. You're definitely getting engaged for some of you guys, right? You're entering into this lover state. Stability, it's partnership, it's a foundation, it's being in love, right? It's a strong commitment where I feel like things are being harmonized because your relationship is evolving, Aquarius. It's going to this newer phase where whatever insecurities you had, you know, growing up as a child, it's like this person is coming in and you're healing them or they're healing you. And I feel like it's heart with the key too. It's like this person fits you. You fit this person. You're welcoming this person in because you feel like you've met the one and you're really opening your heart up to this perfect situation. And it's crazy because I feel like it's somebody from your past. I feel like you're rekindling it. I feel like it's a sense of renewal, a sense of transformation, and a huge sense of growth here. It's absolutely beautiful. So that is that's Aquarius.
That's
yes.
The Pisces New Moon. That's a wrap.
We made it through. I'm happy.
Hey, me too. It was awesome.
Happy.
Thanks
Thank you
everybody
guys
who's
for
hanging on here.
I know, right?
Yeah. That's cool.
Thank you guys for all of your love and support. It means the world to us. And I just wanted to say thank you to Julene. Go subscribe to her channel, Jovi Star Tarot. Amazing. Book a reading with her. She's fantastic. Oh my God, amazing. Amazing, amazing work. And I love you guys so much. And
she's amazing. You guys need to book a reading with her. Like, she's crazy too. Let me just tell you, as an astrologer, I can see psychic placements in your chart. And listen, we all have the ability, but there are certain people I look at and it's like, whoa. And I will tell you, hers is, like, you guys, if you're here, you know that already, but it's in the astrology. It's crazy. It's crazy, scary, accurate. She was born with an antenna. Yeah, it's true. And very, very gifted. Yeah, so gifted.
Well, I appreciate you.
So thank you. I'm so glad to call you my friend. Definitely. Yeah.
I love you.
I love you too. Thanks so much, everybody. Thanks for hanging out, for the likes and subscribes, for being patient with the astrology and the tarot, which, listen, you know, sometimes, a lot of times it lines up, but sometimes it's different, you know. It comes out a little different. So hopefully you enjoy the variety.
Yes.
Try. Yeah. Thank you, Rashawn. I appreciate it. Lamont, Dean. I don't know who this flat chest person is in my thing, but thanks to you too, and I'm sure you have people on your side you want to thank. But thank you, everybody.
Thank you, guys. I hope you guys have a good one and you enjoyed the content. And until next time, we'll talk to you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.